Welcome to Through the Wire.
Through the Wire.
TTWTour.com. We are coming to Houston again this weekend. So the people that aren't in Houston or in the surrounding areas, we will not have an episode this week. But don't worry, we will drop the Houston episode. We promise. TTWTour.com, completely free. Good show.
Yes, sir.
Special guests who we still hasn't been announced, by the way.
Stroud pulling up, baby.
Can you imagine?
Houston, Texans.
Should we just say who it is?
They said he was confirmed to us, but we haven't gotten a graphic to say that he was actually confirmed.
Don't say it, because I want the ones that know to know. And I want them to be in the comments like, y'all, we already know it's blah, blah, blah.
Because that means you locked in on Twitter and
Right.
stuff, because he been messing with us for some
Yeah.
time. So shout out to him, TTWTour.com. Go over to the audio platforms, pre-download the episodes, leave a like on this episode right here, right now.
Okay, trying to dominate that algorithm.
Then do the
man.
same thing on your brother's phone, and your sister's phone, and your mama's phone.
Tell a friend and subscribe.
Go to sleep while watching and listening.
I was just
going
going
to
to say, take the podcast and all of y'all, because we got rich supporters like Kamari, take all of your tablets and devices and just let them play silently.
He got six. He got six of them.
You remember when Justin Bieber told his fans to do that for that weak-ass Yummy song?
Uh-huh.
And then he got in real trouble. Who was he trying? He was trying to beat somebody that was like #1 at the time.
They was black, too.
It was a brother or sister.
He got in trouble for that?
Internet trouble.
Oh, I thought
Internet trouble. Not like the FCC.
Oh, yeah, I thought they took him off the
like
charts
that.
or some shit.
No. They're like, fake ass streams. And there's a lot of people in the industry with fake ass streams. I don't know if Biebs is one
Couple
of them.
of my streams fake.
Damn, I mean, they still low?
Yeah.
Yeah, go stream Mike Ben here. Money on the Flow if you ain't already. Roddy Rich, the box. Who y'all rooting for?
I'm glad they beat
In a
that.
fight?
You know, Roddy Rich had a song named
Why?
Perfect Time that was produced by my cousin. So, you know,
Because I'm hating right now. I'll
Roddy,
admit
their
it.
album was nice.
Bieber had his run. He had a decade of #1. He can let Roddy Rich have his moment.
Is the box fucking with Justin Bieber though?
It's fucking with Yummy. Yummy was
Okay.
ass.
Okay,
Justin
I
Bieber
can
was
take
just in
that.
someone's music video. Angie was like watching a music video. She was like, wait, Justin Bieber's in this? And I was like, that's very random for him to be in this music video.
Today we're doing small forwards, but we decided to do it differently. We'll explain that once we cross that bridge. We got other news across the association. We finally got the wrap up of the FIBA basketball tournament. Germany beating Serbia. Dennis Schroeder winning MVP of the entire tournament.
Major love to Germany.
Former Laker.
Canada finished third after beating Team USA. Team USA does not medal. And we have our top three. The top three basketball countries in the world. Germany, Serbia. And Canada.
Dylan Brooks showed his ass.
Man.
39.
Dennis Schroeder showed his ass.
Yes, he did.
Nikola Jovic showed his ass.
Yeah.
I bet you want him now.
Because
you replied to my tweet.
Oh, yeah. I've been a Nikola Jovic guy, though. I think just really.
When he was running center.
I do remember that vividly. And
Are you a Nikola Jovic guy because of his game, or because you said that and you just was like,
No,
hold on to that?
No, because of his game. I saw him overseas doing what he does against grown men.
Okay.
So it seemed like that. It seemed like the European guys, since they are playing against in a grown man league, their game translates easier to the NBA. Obviously, he played for the Heat. Rotations are a little stricter. So
what
he
happened to
didn't get
Darko Milicic then? I'm really just
I know.
bullshitting.
Leave Darko out of this. But yeah, it was a fun tournament. I can't lie to you. When it got to the final games, I did not wake up for him. I just kind of caught the highlights later. I saw the Mikal Bridges 3. Like, I watched the highlights.
That Mikal Bridges 3 was crazy.
Yeah.
He missed that free throw perfectly.
Yeah.
That just so rarely happens.
Nobody's going to ever remember because they lost.
It's still not as good as when Luka had that tip in, right, off his free throw?
No.
Isn't that against the Knicks?
Yep.
Yeah.
When he had 60-point triple-double?
That was an all-time game.
Yeah, that was incredible.
That
Even
was,
as a Knicks fan.
Oof.
I didn't watch that shit either. I wasn't about to watch USA go for a bronze when I just watched a pathetic performance against
And they were arresting
Germany.
people because they didn't care about the medal. If it went gold, we don't care.
Blessed in disguise. Blessed in disguise. Everybody was talking shit, rightfully so. They, USA ain't winning, and you world champs of what? All of that stupid dumbass shit.
I think that just gives the other countries more fuel to want to beat USA.
But you gave LeBron fuel to be like,
Thank you. That's
Here
the,
we come.
That's the point. Now you woke up the bear.
Now he getting his Avengers.
Steph
Steph
come on.
He said he called Anthony Davis, called
KD,
Steph
come
Curry.
on.
Kyrie
AD,
coming.
come
Anthony
on.
Davis is playing in the middle of a Madden game like, you.
I
You know who
guess
else
I'll
he
pull up
called?
the friends.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
He said, "You with the USA? Fuck wrong with you? You ain't going."
And if they get Joel Embiid too, come on, man.
Be careful what you wish for. Yeah,
So
this
far,
is
he's
what you-
uncommittable.
this
like
what
he's
y'all wanted.
non-committable or whatever.
this
What do
E-
y'all want that roster to look like? Do y'all want it to be just bring in the Avengers of
Yes,
talent, or do
yes.
y'all want to
I
orchestrate
want a
a team?
statement made.
I want the Avengers.
I want a
Yeah.
statement made.
Steph, D, Book at the 2, Bron at the 3.
I want 30-point wins across the board.
Mm-hmm.
I want a point to be proven and made.
Yeah. So, and I think there's 19 Olympics. Team USA has won 16 of them in basketball because they actually send the real players. When it comes to the FIBA stuff, a lot less frequent. The last one that the Team USA won gold in the FIBA stuff or the World Cup was in 2014. Do y'all remember who's on this 2014 roster?
You said
it's
FIBA?
FIBA. It's
know.
the FIBA team.
it's kind of crazy.
This is Derrick Rose,
Derrick Rose is on this roster.
Kyrie Irving,
Kyrie Irving is on this roster.
Carmelo.
Kenneth Fareed,
Kenneth Fareed is on this roster. Not Carmelo.
It's Russell
Anthony.
Westbrook.
No Russell. This is FIBA. This ain't
Steph
the Olympics.
Curry.
Steph Curry is on this roster.
Klay Thompson,
Klay Thompson is on this roster.
Kevin Durant.
No, not in the FIBA
Not on this one? Damn.
Because this was their tier 2 team.
Rudy Gay.
But in 2014, Rudy Gay is on this team.
Rudy Gay.
Damian
Good
Lillard on this
pool.
team?
Huh?
Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard is not on the roster.
I remember this team.
You remember the one dude had a crazy FIBA run? We like, oh, he about to go crazy in the NBA. Then he was out of the league 2 years later.
You said
Did you say
Oh,
Kenneth
you said
Fareed?
Kenneth
Fareed?
Fareed.
Okay, my
Kenneth
fault, my
Fareed.
fault.
Yeah.
The greatest rebounder of our generation,
Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond's on this roster.
Was?
Yeah, the Unibrows on this roster.
Damn.
James
Anthony
Harden.
Davis. James Harden.
Boogie Cuz. I don't know if you said his name yet.
Boogie.
Remember Mason Plumlee made the roster. Like Mason Plumlee, DeMar DeRozan. Like this is their FIBA roster, and they was obviously they dominated the World
Kyrie
Cup.
went fucking nuts.
Mason Plumlee being on that list just sounds weird.
Yeah, but at that time they were 2014. A lot of them are super youngish,
Yeah.
and projected to be what they ended up being now. And yeah, Team USA won that, and Steph Curry has not played in the Olympics. Isn't that crazy to think about? He's
Yeah.
played in the FIBA World Cup, obviously, but never an Olympic player. So I think this
Same
is
with
going to
Kawhi,
be the
right?
year.
Kawhi's never played in the Olympics.
So maybe LeBron got to make that phone call.
I don't know, man. The new rules make meaning that Kawhi's going to play more regular season games. I don't know if he's going to really care about the summer ball no more.
And I want everybody else to go get their Avengers too. I want Jokic to play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they will. They will.
Giannis in Greece.
Giannis would have played in the World Cup if he didn't get injured.
I just
Yeah.
want to see like Steph Curry come out the game. His backup is Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
wait,
man,
let's put
Kind of
together.
like when Kobe was starting and then D Wade came off the bench.
yeah.
that's
Let's
nice.
put
They don't
together
get no
a full
breaks.
15-man roster of
Steph
Team USA.
Curry.
Steph Curry.
Luka Doncic.
leave.
Is he?
Oh,
is
I'm
he-
goofy. I'm
Are
goofy.
you
I'm
serious?
goofy.
He said put that call in like we put a call in. So
So you got Steph and D Book at the outer
No,
backcourt.
that is a no. Yes,
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 bro.
let's not go. What is going
I'll
on?
put the L on my head for
That's
like
the
2
man.
minutes.
You
That's
gotta
gonna go.
do the dance. Too.
That's gonna go
No,
crazy.
no, because the L is means I'm calling them losers.
Oh,
Oh.
So right now I got the L on my
This
head.
finna go crazy in TTW clips, the Reddit,
Put
Twitter.
an L up on your head. You Luigi brother now.
We all made those mistakes before.
No, not to
No,
that scale.
no.
That just that feel like because you hadn't
He
said
ate
nothing in
that
a
shit
minute.
that was in the fridge.
Don't come search through the Wire Studios, please.
It's
okay.
going.
Steph Curry,
D Book at the 2.
book at the 2. Okay,
At the 3, you got to go Bron.
okay,
Tatum
Kevin
at the
Durant.
4.
Tatum.
Oh, Kevin Durant. Yeah.
Kevin Durant,
okay.
and then you had
Joel Embiid, Joel
He did it again.
I don't know why. I'm just hearing the best players and they coming right.
Let's
Hey.
do Anthony Davis.
I think it's Anthony Davis.
Let's do Anthony Davis.
I think AD.
Oh
I
my
got
god.
You know they not a
You
big,
Yeah.
right?
were crazy,
I do.
bro.
Okay.
They be hooping too good though.
I'm in favor of Anthony Davis at the 5.
Because I want to say Embiid probably gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna do the recruiting, but we'll see what he does. So let's go to the ones that we're sure are married. We'll
Now on
represent
the
America.
bench,
You got Dame.
Dame.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jaren Jackson is going to probably be coming off the bench
That
as well.
that was one of my questions I had. Like, who from
Bam.
his current roster is gonna be on the team?
Oh,
Bam is on
Bam.
the bench.
Bam.
Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, I think
so?
Jaren will still make it.
Does Jalen Brown make it, or is that Paul? Is that Paul George? Is that
He's gonna play
No,
enough.
maybe Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler.
He don't seem like I
He
don't
did
think
get
he'll
asked
play.
about the World Cup. He said, "I don't give a damn about the World Cup." During the
that
U.S.
he,
Open.
He is a tough one to project.
Yeah.
But I think if everybody's doing it, he'll go. So Jimmy Butler, he played on that FIBA team too. Maybe not that one. He played.
that
He
one.
played FIBA before though.
I think
does Anthony Edwards or Mikal Bridges make it?
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I think yeah. And then we need
I
one
kind
more
of
guy.
like the idea of
Or two?
Mikal better.
For the more
it's
defense?
15 men, right?
For the
Okay.
just for the defense, but also because of the plug and play ability. Where like Anthony Edwards is like a give me the ball, move out the way, but we got 12 people like that on the roster already. Mikal could just spot up in a corner and guard the other team's best player for 7 games straight.
Or maybe you see them maybe that's just Anthony Edwards buys into the role and just does it.
Maybe.
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday. You know, who is the one random motherfucker? Because it's always one random. It's the Mason Plumlee. It's the
Walker Kessler.
It's gonna be Walker. Just a bit, but he didn't even play in this one really.
It's Paulo.
Paulo.
He's not making the roster, guys. Think about who's on the team. Paulo had the one really good game in FIBA, but after that, he didn't do anything.
Aaron Gordon might be a random guy that makes it.
Okay, I like an Aaron Gordon randomness. That would be fun. Switchability, Swiss Army
He
knife.
didn't name Draymond Green.
No Draymond, and Draymond's ready.
If LeBron's on the team,
Klay
Draymond's going to be on the team.
Forget about his teammate. Not Steph Curry. If Bron is there, Draymond's there. Who's another?
Wait, we didn't say Kyrie.
Kyrie.
You're right.
He did. Bron did make the call to Kai.
Yeah, Kyrie's probably going to be.
Kyrie show up and hoop anywhere.
Yeah,
it don't
Do
matter.
y'all think John Morant would be on the team?
no. We just named 3 real point guards. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a 4th one. If that's the case, because of the 3 people that we added already, he just wouldn't play. If you want to go for the team experience, then sure.
But they
I was
also
gonna
be
say
blowing
something,
teams.
OC.
They also be so good that they blow teams out that everybody kind of plays.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But if you John Morant, is it worth risking the injury if I'm gonna play garbage time minutes every day?
Yeah, but I think it's also
Go
just
call
valuable.
Kobe White.
It's valuable being around all those.
Don't
winning
call
players.
Kobe White. Call Caruso.
Call Caruso.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell.
Now, that's just to have an example. Obviously, we know that Team USA got that stuff.
Even without Luka.
Even without Luka.
When I say
Jokic.
Jokic.
Stay off the weed.
Shout out to Germany though. Really dominated. They didn't lose a single game.
Yes.
Dennis Shooter, that man.
Even with Franz Wagner missing 4 games, it didn't matter.
I'm ready to see if Fran's going to make this list.
Yeah. Before we do that, let's get to the other piece of news.
Yes, sir.
The NBA has incorporated a new rule, which is basically, this is second rule in the last 2 years, or second rule this offseason, where they're trying to incentivize and prevent people from resting. So the new policy by the NBA, no more than 1 star can sit in the same game. Stars must play in nationally televised games and in-season tournament games, which is because we were all speculating, man, Bron just not going to play them. It don't matter to Bron, you know, or something like that. Teams must sit stars more at home than on the road, refrain from long-term shutdowns, and ensure resting players are present, and visible to fans.
The Greg Popovich / Kawhi Leonard rule.
Hey, from that, from when he sat all
his starters.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting stuff because a couple months before this, they put together the thing that was like, hey, if you want to make an All-NBA team, you got to play a certain amount of games. And now they're saying, now if you don't hit these games, you're resting, your team will be fine. This comes out of the pockets of the owners, right? It's like $100K here, $200K there, then $1 million the third time around, and then it keeps getting progressively.
Damn.
Yeah.
That $1 million is a hefty.
So it's like you cannot rest, or we're about to see teams get a lot better with fake injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sore thumb.
Because they always work around these little things
There's
that they
always
try
a
to
little
implement.
loophole.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always something.
So, but I think for the Clippers though, this is huge for them. Kawhi and Paul George, they don't play back-to-backs. They both rest a lot. So like realistically, both of them are gonna have to be playing. Someone's gonna have to play a back-to-back at some point for them to need to.
I was interested in this because
Yeah.
Ty Lue was on, I'm going to say All the Smoke, or he was talking with somebody, and he was saying that, you know, he had a conversation with Paul George and Kawhi about taking this regular season so much more serious just for seeding and preparation in the field. So I'm curious if he really meant that or if he knew that there
This was
rumblings in the background. But either or, I'm glad he had that conversation with them, you know, early because, yeah, it seems like that they're going to have to play some games, man.
It makes me more excited to watch the Clippers this year.
Yeah, because you actually they're gonna be on the basketball court.
Yeah,
because
one way or another. One
Yeah.
of the two. They were saying that they just gonna start flipping coins in the locker room to see who's playing tonight or who's not.
I realistically think just because of all the shortcomings that they had, they should be a team that should take the regular season series.
No,
like,
yeah, I
be playing.
agree. This just double downs on it, but I agree, Darrick. I think regardless of this rule or anything, both of them should have come into the season with a chip on their shoulder, to really kill because they haven't done anything to the point where they should be looking to take any time off. And Kawhi just kind of cut from a different cloth. I think Kawhi doesn't walk around with like, I got something to prove to anybody. I've done it.
Yeah.
I'm defensive player of the year. I got rings, finals MVPs. Everywhere anytime I am hooping, it's at a high performance. So it's like Kawhi just like, y'all know what I do. But I think as a team with the expectations that they had bringing these two together, all of the picks that they invested to get Paul George, all of the money the owner spends. You look at the names and the money that this team spends yearly on their roster. Man, I'm talking about Norman Powell, Marcus Morris. These guys aren't cheap. They may not be household names and all-stars, but these dudes are getting paid very fine, whether it's from the Clippers or it's from the previous team. They got some heavy salaries that they've been paying since Kawhi and Paul George have come together. So I definitely want to see this because this team being healthy, this team being ready makes the West even deeper. The West is already deep with the Warriors, the Nuggets, the Lakers when they're rolling, the young Grizzlies.
The Suns are down.
The Suns. So now you add in the Clippers, the Kings that were exciting. They gave the Warriors everything that they had. That's 7 strong teams. And I feel like I'm forgetting somebody still.
I don't know if you said Memphis.
I said Memphis.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. But
the conference is definitely 9 teams deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I was writing this down, and I should have screenshot it. I seen this on Reddit, so I'm going to go back, and I'll get that dude credit later. But basically, he was talking about, and he was focused on the team for the Heat. He's basically saying after the Heat just came out the finals, what would that championship mean more to? He talked about Jimmy Butler getting that championship, but he also talked about Eric Spoelstra getting that ring because, obviously he won with LeBron James. He's talking about winning with just not one of the top players of all time. And so I just want to get y'all thoughts. And I also think there's other players like Paul George. Like, what did it mean for some of these players to get that ring?
I think for Spo it would be very big just because, he's getting it post-Bron. And that one would have been so significant because, like, they were the AFC and he coached his ass off. And then guys were just like overperforming and doing things that they normally don't do. And like Spo was like the zoning, the going to man. And like Spo was like very intricate in everything that he did in each playoff series. So like you could definitely tell his coaching helped elevate them to getting where they were.
That's why I think that Spoelstra's not a good one, just because he doesn't need extra validation. People know.
They were saying, yep, that's exactly what they were saying. They were saying it would on the grand scheme, it would look like Spo because it was the AC, and that's. We'll talk about like if this happens next year too, like 2024 season. But like they were already saying he's cemented as like one of the top coaches of all time.
So when you throw that question at me, the first thing that comes to my mind is 2 different things. As a Paul George fan, it would be very nice to see Paul George get a ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in a grand scheme of basketball, the ring that Paul George potentially gets, what does it do for him?
Yeah, that's kind of how it's
unless it would be like if he was in the finals dropping 30 pieces on great efficiency
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I want to make it clear. A ring helps everybody's resume. I'm not saying it doesn't help. But when you're talking about who needs it most, the only thing that would do is have people on Twitter who used to make little jokes about Paul George. They'll stop. But I don't really think.
I don't think they would.
Yeah, and that's true. They might not still even stop. But I don't think that really holds any weight to Paul George, real basketball people, or the in line of his resume. So when you say that, I think of 2 things: guys who are on a cusp of getting higher on that list of greatest of all time, like another Steph Curry ring, another LeBron ring, a Kevin Durant ring,
other names on the
Kawhi ring with 3 different teams.
Yeah.
Other names on this
or young guys
list
like
that people
Tatum,
like fit.
Ja Morant. Imagine Ja Morant getting a ring right now, or Tatum getting a ring this
year. Tatum getting a ring right now would be OD.
Be crazy.
Yeah. I didn't really have I had Tatum on here. I didn't have like
Embiid
young guys like De'Aaron, Ja. I should have put Embiid right here, but he can't get past second round. I had Paul George in here. I also had what would it mean for D Book. Bradley Beal's on that team too, and obviously Frank Vogel winning one without LeBron too.
Yeah, I think all of those.
It's a lot of coaches that won with LeBron James.
I think a lot of those would be good, but I think there's a lot of filler in between. So I'm looking at guys who have legacies built already. Steph,
Chris Paul is another name that I have.
Paul. But then there's a lot of middle-ish where it's like, yeah, it would be nice and it would be cool to help them. But like, is Paul George shooting up the charts of your all-time list? Probably not.
But as up some spots.
As a Paul George fan, it'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. Unless, like KB said, unless he just winning that motherfucking finals, and for 7 games he got to it, and it's like, damn, he averaged 34 in the finals. Blah, blah. The only
even that gets lost in time too. Believe it or not, if somebody just spaz in the finals, that's not like
who spazzed in the finals that you was like, we don't remember that no more.
I think Giannis, and this happened 2 years ago. People are off on Giannis because of the last 2 playoff runs. Like, bro, he put up 50 and shot like 17.
Because
just Twitter.
Yeah,
just
okay.
Twitter.
When I think of Giannis, that 50-point game and
For
a
sure.
closeout
For
game
sure.
is something that
I think of
too.
Giannis. I'm like, man, we fucked up if he win a couple more.
Yeah.
Like that dude is crazy. That dude is crazy.
Everybody is in a recency bias mind, which is just the way life is in reality. So some of those things get kind of lost.
I kind of think of
time.
like resume type thing and how we gonna perceive them in their career form because Twitter is always Paul George can go and the Clippers can win a championship this year. Him and Kawhi can both average 30 in the finals, and the next year if they lose in the second round, it's gonna go back to look the Clippers is back on that shit. So it's like
I think that
Twitter
ring will
kinda
more so mean more to the Clippers organization just because everything they went through, they traded all those picks, and for them to actually be able to say we got a concrete thing here that we won out of this. Steve Ballmer's probably like, this is a dub. Because I feel like when you do that, as long as you can get one, like Giannis, when they traded for Drew Holiday, they gave up all those picks and everything to get Drew Holiday. They can look at that and say, we got at least one championship out of this.
One takes a lot off of you, man.
Yeah.
Giannis, he got it out the way. Obviously, he wants more. We still expect for him to try to get more because we have him as one of those guys. But I mean, to get that first one, I think it just gets a lot off of you.
Yeah, same with the Lakers. They traded all those young guys in order to get Anthony Davis. They traded picks to get Anthony Davis.
I would like to see them win I don't want to say a real one, but I would like to see them win. I'm not even trying to be on
Mike
that.
rebuttal.
I just want to see them win an official one, so they can have the parade. It can be in Staples. I'm not saying crypto. You know what I mean? It's the Lakers.
Yeah.
So for them to be able to win on that floor,
No parade is still
in
crazy.
that city, we didn't get that feel. You know, it don't feel like Anthony Davis is a champion. It's not to take away anything from him. It's not to say that it's a Mickey Mouse ring. I'm not even on that Twitter shit.
That's because he dropped 40 in the first game against Denver, then had 11 in the second.
He also had the game winner.
Oh, I'm talking about not in the finals run. I mean this run.
Oh.
That like recently is like we know AD's like that, but can we put 2 games together?
That's just he does that though. Like he can have a 40-point.
One game on, one game off.
Yeah, I don't know. He's like that though. So
Every other Davis.
But yeah,
That's what I was saying is the split between him and like I guess his comparison to like Giannis or something like that.
it's a
It's-
split in what?
What you mean?
What you mean by split?
There's a gap.
Yeah, it's a wide gap.
AD could damn near do everything Giannis could do.
No, but
You're
there's
not doing this,
we-
Mike.
but
We don't
there's
got to, but
there's
regardless,
a
yeah,
gap between the players.
Who's the top 3 player in the league?
a top 3 player Giannis.
And where's Anthony Davis?
If he was healthy, he'd be top 3.
That's not my.
That's the
What?
split.
What?
Anthony Davis has the potential to be the best player in the
This
league.
started off as a
But
rough
you're-
podcast for you, bro.
Your bias is definitely showing.
There's no way. You just
He has the potential to be an MVP and defensive
Fuck
player of the year,
potential.
just like
We're
Giannis.
not talking.
He's
potential.
30.
We're talking
fuck
right now.
potential.
He's 30.
Right now.
Right now, he's not a
Bro,
top 3.
for the past 3 years, you came in as I think I got Anthony Davis my MVP.
Anthony
I
Davis
got him for my defensive player of the year too.
He's always been a dark horse for MVP.
Right.
Availability is a huge
It
part.
is.
Of
That's a
sports.
split.
Giannis is no longer dark horse.
No,
not.
he's there.
Right, that's a gap.
There's a gap between them.
There's
The
a
gap
significant
between
gap.
them, what in my eyes is always that Giannis will do that shit every day, every night. Anthony Davis is probably damn near every other night. He might give you
That's
2 back to
That
back.
makes
That's
a
a big
huge
gap.
gap.
Yeah.
That's 41 games that he ain't coming with it.
I mean, that 41 games, he not ass. He just not
Right,
the
but-
best player in the
but
league
Giannis
type.
is
No.
playing at MVP level
Yeah,
for-
no, don't do that. Don't do the extremists. I didn't say he was ass.
Yeah.
But compared to a dude who's top 3 in the game and he's coming with it for 82 games, you taking half of your game every other day, you taking off, that's 41 games. That's half of the year you not on your shit compared to a dude who's playing at top 3 level for majority.
That's why I'm glad they did this rule shit. Because honestly, I be looking at all the other players too that do be playing damn near 82 games, and I be like, that shit deserves some credit somewhere.
No, it
So for these players,
But
that
I'm
be
saying
playing
even
for
if Giannis ain't playing 82 games, based off what we've seen, there's a huge gap, dog.
how big this gap? So if you say
Like-
Giannis is top, you say
It's-
top 2. Jokic is one
Giannis-
right
Hey,
here.
here's the Giannis range:
Okay.
1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Anthony Davis range is probably like
7 to 15.
that's what I was gonna say, like 7 through 13 ish.
Yeah.
Like if somebody said Anthony Davis the 13th best player in basketball, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, he's number 10. Like that's his range. Where Giannis's range, if you have Giannis anything lower than 3, I'm looking at you differently because I feel like you're
Worst
not watching
case
basketball.
scenario, Anthony Davis is 15th. Worst case scenario,
15
Giannis
is
5th.
crazy, but you
I'm
said
saying
worse. You said
case
worse.
scenarios. This
15 is
worst case
crazy.
scenario.
Yeah, the comments
Because
can
you
let
have-
us know.
because-
Comments can let us know.
because you
No,
have-
but Anthony, it's this.
I don't even give a fuck with the comments.
I'm just
This is a
saying.
fact.
I'm just
I
getting the
don't-
extra input.
This is a fact, though.
The reality of this thing
It's a
is
fact.
is that the
Giannis is better than Anthony
No,
Davis.
that's the fact. The fact. That's the fact. I'm saying what's the range? I'm asking just what's the range.
Okay,
for the
what would
comments?
you
Oh,
give
well,
what would you give the range as
I would say
for both? Give me both.
for Giannis is 1 to 3.
Okay.
Anthony Davis. I'm trying to just think of names in my head, superstars in my head.
The thing with Anthony Davis, why I said something like 15, is because you have moments where, like, I'll go into a year and I'll want Anthony Davis over Jimmy Butler. But then Jimmy Butler goes so crazy in the fucking playoffs, it's like,
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, on a lot of different days, give me Anthony Davis over Devin Booker. Devin Booker averages 30 in the playoffs next to Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I think he's like,
It sound like a Minecraft villager.
I would say about like 7 to 11, 6 to 11.
Okay, so it's not that different.
When is the last time he's been better than Joel Embiid? Because Joel
minute.
Embiid, to me, is in that 6 range.
Joel
Probably the
Embiid by
bubble.
Bleach Report was number
The
6.
bubble.
The bubble. It's been a while. So I don't know when
been
Anthony
2-3
Davis
years.
Didn't Joel not play in the bubble?
He did play. That's
Ben
what me
Simmons
and that's
didn't
what me and
play.
Oh,
Pete-
Ben Simmons didn't play.
me and
Right.
Pete
Because
picked,
you coming out the gate with, who is your number one? Jokic?
Jokic, Giannis, and then
Luka, Steph Curry, LeBron, KD. It's a lot of names you putting in front of Anthony Davis. So I really
that's like 5-6 names right
I
there.
can't
And you
remember when
mentioned
he was
Devin
gonna be
Booker.
6.
You mentioned Devin Booker.
But
You
I'm not
mentioned Jimmy
counting
Butler.
those.
Can I just
No,
go?
because I feel like those can,
let's
they,
make it,
like you said, on the NBA it could
no.
change.
Let's
I'm
make it
thinking
cleaner.
about solidified
Me too.
people.
That's why I'm
right.
not saying Devin
Right.
Booker. He's not solidified.
Right.
Do you have LeBron higher than AD?
I think Anthony Davis is the best player on the team right now.
Our solidified list.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Jokic.
Hold on. I just want to.
We can go Jokic, Giannis. You
I
said
want to go
Steph Curry.
strictly on
Luka.
our employers. Okay.
Okay.
Is Anthony Davis or Jokic?
Jokic,
Anthony Davis or Giannis?
Giannis,
Anthony Davis or Luka?
Luka.
Anthony Davis or Joel?
Joel.
Well,
Anthony Davis or Tatum?
Tatum.
You're not answering these questions anymore.
That was
I
the
think-
last one. I didn't
I'm just
answer.
waiting. Can we get? I'm
we
confirming.
can
what-
go Tatum.
Anthony Davis or Curry?
Curry.
Anthony Davis or Bron? And you said you think
I think Anthony Davis is better than Bron.
So he's starting off at.
That would be 7.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Davis or Kevin?
Durant.
Anthony
Durant.
Davis. I mean Kevin Durant.
Kevin
Kevin Durant.
Anthony Davis or Book?
That's a night
That's
on
the
basis.
toss up.
I'm going to
That's
the
the
year.
toss-up.
So,
I'm
so
going
that's
into
about
the
like
year-
8 right there.
That's the Book is right now at 9 according to BR.
Okay.
Anthony Davis, where he falls in this list, is 10. So he's right there. You coin flip it if you want to. So,
So
it's
after that list, though, I don't even know if I got him.
Jimmy Butler?
I don't know if his range is at 7.
Jimmy Butler was sitting at 12 on this list.
see,
Jimmy Butler puts so much pressure on himself because he has to perform in the playoffs. He don't do shit in the regular season. He don't take it serious, and I'm not mad at that. I think that's a great thing. Coach do enough to
and
get
he's
in there.
proven that he can flip
For
that
sure.
script.
But to constantly have to answer and to top himself in the playoffs year and year, because one of these years, if they fall on their face in the playoffs, it's gonna be a horrendous year.
Somebody
You didn't do shit in the
That was the year before that when they got swept by the Bucks. That was
Yeah.
like that fall in your
yeah, it was
face.
just like that was just bad.
I like how he bounced back though, because it's obviously he was an A seed and going against the Bucks. He's like, we know we played them before. They know they
For
coming
sure.
for us, and we gonna be ready.
They got
so
swept a few years ago, right, by the Bucks? Because the year before that, they lost
think
to
it
the
was
Celtics in conference. finals.
Oh, I don't remember.
Because
when it
remember
was
the Celtics beat.
when Kawhi guarded him or guarded Giannis, was that with the Raptors?
It might have been.
Anthony Davis on the Athletic.
Or did
is 1, 2, 3,
did
4,
they
5,
did they
6,
sweep the
7,
Bucks
8,
in
9,
a bubble, or did the Bucks sweep them in a bubble?
I know they took turns sweeping each other.
Yes, they did. But that was like a while ago. Is the whole point I'm saying?
Yeah, they've been going at it for a
Because they
minute.
just lost in the finals to the Nuggets. The year before that, they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals when Jimmy Butler had the pull-up 3.
Oh yeah.
And then what happened the year before that?
Yeah.
That's the year to yep.
Okay.
So the Athletic has Anthony Davis at 12. CBS Sports has Anthony Davis at 13. So his range seems like, by most publications, not saying this is the gospel, but just the range that we're talking about has been 10 to
65
13.
games this year, AD.
And that would
That would boost him up.
Anthony Davis is a player that should have at least one DPOY, just based on the talent.
He should.
He should have more than one. I think he has one top 3 MVP.
One?
I think
Oh.
he has one.
That's surprising.
And that was last year Pelicans, if I'm not mistaken. He should have more than that, just based on the talent level we know he can be at. But I said it going into the season again. This is the year that he takes that torch away from Bron.
I'm ready for the
Mike is
D-Mills
proving my point
MVP
that I said a few
prediction.
years ago. We love the idea. Ideally, potential. Ideally, all of these different things, he should be right there with Giannis. It shouldn't be that big of a gap. But on this podcast, we go off the facts and the shit that we've seen that actually happened. That shit is a gap. And I rap
That
at
ring be shining though. It don't matter. It's got a
Giannis
little bubble soap on his
Giannis
field
got a
too.
little shiny ring too.
He do.
And he got a lot of other shit.
They saying they forgot about that already
and
though.
he did it as him. It wasn't
On
no,
the Bucks.
wasn't no Bron.
He led
He
the
had
team.
Drew Holiday.
One of them
What?
is a fine.
Fuck
One
Drew
of them has a
Holiday
fine.
canceled out Devin Booker and CP.
Boy, you crazy as hell.
He was guarding both of them, huh?
Huh?
He was guarding both of them.
Damn.
huh?
Hey, we
Okay.
can watch the highlights right
Hey,
now.
this is
Okay,
an all-time performance from Mike.
What
bro.
Devin Booker average in that finals? If you had to take a guess,
Probably like 20,
20 what?
that's the end of your sentence.
25-ish.
So you got Devin Booker fucked up.
28
What's the field? What was the field goal percentage?
field goal percentage.
How many
is,
turnovers too? I want to know the turnovers.
19 turnovers in a 6-game series. So math.
I'll do it real
Around
quick.
3-ish.
Mike, no math. We was doing something. Mike was like, yeah, it's about 17%. I'm like, I don't know percentage.
No, because he saw it in the corner of his game. He was shooting 1 for 7 from 3, and he was like, "Oh, I'm shooting 17% from 3." I was like,
I thought
"Damn,
he
Mike,
did the
that's
math.
quick math."
I could do quick percentage math for sure. Give me
Okay,
an
so
example.
if I go into Target right now and they say those this body soap is 30% off and the body soap is $6, what is 30% off of $6?
It would be 180 off.
That's right. That's correct. That's correct.
Why is that easy?
Because you take 10% and you times it by 3.
Take
You just
10%.
move a decimal over. That's 10%, and you multiply by 3.
I
could do the 10%.
I was too busy.
No,
being a
10% is
fucking class
easy.
clown.
10% is
But if you
easy.
say
I just,
it's what's 12% off, I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't know
what
about
did I
that.
but then if it's like
30%.
if you say
Okay,
12%,
you're right,
I'm gonna give it a rough estimate. I'm gonna just probably take 10% and take that
Just add
10%.
a little sprinkle.
Take a little smidge off.
Right. A little pinch of salt.
You're right.
So I would just estimate if it's like that.
45% from the field.
5% off.
40. What'd you say?
What about 5% off of a $90 hoodie?
5% off for $90. That's like $450 off.
You know this shit?
Remember,
got that.
I used to work at Target. These would be 5% off.
Why don't you work at Target anymore?
You got
They
close.
let me go.
You got close
work
still?
at Target no more?
I was waiting. I wanted him to tell his story.
Right, Darrick said, man, fuck it.
I think I
Darrick
told you
King
this.
snitch. That's what I'm figuring out.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
You got to do that thing. You seen that TikTok where Shorty moved like this through the thing?
No. What did she do?
She was going like this, or like she was shaking, and the metal detector ain't
Hey,
go off.
all-time Mike episode 30
All-time
minutes
Mike
in already.
Y'all got me feeling stupid because I don't know this percentage shit. I'll be somewhere and I'll go on my phone. All right, this $50. What's $50 minus 17% off? And it'll tell me on Google. And I'll be like, okay, that's a decent deal.
Yeah, 17%.
But Darrick said he don't know, so I feel good, man. We just spend.
Percentages.
Sound like two people that don't got
Percentages
degrees on the
kinda-
podcast don't know percentages.
If it's like $100,
You don't need a degree when your looks could get you this far. Yeah, I'm Kim Kardashian.
Now, when it came to calculus, I was in pre-calc, and that shit messed me up. I had to drop out.
For real?
Yeah, my teacher, she had a really thick accent. She was from like Russia too, so it was very hard to
Remember,
understand.
I
her.
used to always struggle in math when they had like these little tools to fucking what's that? Like,
geometry.
that shit. I'm a fucking.
I like geometry.
Oh, you talking about like not the protractor? Is it a protractor?
Yeah,
yeah,
It
protractor.
is a protractor. That shit used to fuck me up.
I used to like
bro,
geometry. Geometry was fine.
I'm good at math when it's like this. Y'all for the laugh. Timmy has 5 apples. 2 falls out of his backpack. Timmy has 3 apples left. I was like, all right, you need help with your homework? Okay, the alligator had 5 siblings. 2 got lost. He has 3 siblings left.
Soon she hit 3rd grade, you said, I can't help you no more.
Time, add, subtract, multiply,
Just
divide.
simple arithmetic is
Yeah.
the easy stuff.
Man, because when I see that, when I go into my account, I spent $10. They took $10.
Yeah, my thing was trig. Trig was the one thing that stumped me.
Talking about, was that
Bro,
like
you know what?
sine and
Hey, this
cosine
is
and-
tangent.
When I
Yeah.
consulted Coca-Cola, 80,000. Just add it.
Bro, this is a tangent. Yesterday, you had me cracking up, P. You was talking about, you was basically going like our little timeline of like from where we started to where we is now. And he was like, Mike, when he's still working at U-Haul.
Oh, my
he's
God.
like, when D Mills was still working at Portillo's, he's still making money, but he's still there. He got fans coming through the drive-through ask for a large fry. I'm like, that had me cracking up, bro.
No, you missed the.
Yeah, there's another moment. There's another
It's an
moment.
important thing he did leave out. But
What did I leave out?
that's what I was saying. I was saying, man, you know, we've come far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's important for us to go far, but we want to go much further. I'm like, man, we evolving. KB's a dad now. Darrick's going to be a dad.
He just had his baby shower.
He just had his baby shower. He used to work at Portillo's, being in the show and got fans seeing him asking for a large fry. Mike know how to wash his ass now.
He said this in a meeting, right? By the way, with our
Bosses and
managers.
everything. Yeah.
I did not hear that part. Maybe because I was laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had talked right over it, and I was like, he just gonna ignore it, I guess.
Mike was about his business in the meetings, boy. Stop playing with Mike.
For real.
Mike don't play.
I'm watching fucking waiver wire shit, muted, and I'm hearing Mike just talking. I'm damn okay.
Switching gears before we get to the all-time. Hold that. I see. Okay, hold that.
How did we get on Anthony Davis?
Because he said something about him being better than Giannis. Or
It was about games played.
I have no idea how we got there. Because he brought up the question about the ring. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
No, drop the mic today?
We do.
Okay,
It's
wait,
real.
let's do this last thing. Then we get to drop the mic.
Perfect.
Law enforcement confirmed that the girlfriend of Kevin Porter Jr. was taken to a hospital with at least one broken bone and a bruise after her altercation. Kevin Porter Jr. has been arrested and charged with assault and strangulation. The Houston Rockets can't do anything about it, but the NBA is investigating on their behalf. And yeah.
You say it, bro.
I think we can comfortably say, as unfortunate as it is, Kevin Porter Jr. career is done.
Yeah.
There's only so many chances, and when you start to cause harm to other people, that's in my opinion, that's the line.
We have to be better. We got to be better. Men have to be better in today's world. I'm seeing a lot of shit in society where men are just. Listen, I'm women empowerment. I'm all for women. I love women. I'm raising a woman.
Raised by women.
Raised by a woman.
It's always been something I really just never understood. Like I've
never,
because I've never, and I've been like, I've got into it with my girl.
For sure.
It's just like I've never even thought about putting my hand on
never.
her.
And I was gonna say
so that's what I be thinking. I just don't understand.
And I was
never
say
had
on this
that thought.
podcast, like a lot of people, they go and they talk about different things, and you find out the type of shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say never in my life, never, never.
Never even crossed the mind, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
never balled it a fist, never even wound it up. This just doesn't happen.
And this is happening too much. This is happening a lot in our sport.
Mm-hmm.
This is happening in other sports. This is happening on social media. It's just like, that's why I'm saying, men, we have to be better. Men are stronger than women. That was the point I was getting at. It's no knock against women, because I know the type of society we live in where it's like, man, there are women who probably are stronger than some other men, but normally you
Definitely
have
a woman that can knock my ass.
Rhea Ripley can put me in a stranglehold right now.
You have a 6'4" man,
But you would enjoy it though.
Absolutely.
A 6'4" man shouldn't be. Yeah, y'all crazy.
He just know my.
I seen that video. I seen that video of Shorty broke her leg crossing over in that BBL.
Okay, we're doing that.
Yeah, but no, a 6'4" man shouldn't be strangling a 5'9" woman.
No,
I think.
I feel.
You know,
I just feel
and
bad.
I'm
for
a
her.
person that believes in second chances, opportunity, but that won't happen.
Yeah,
it won't happen. The NBA is gonna make a large example, as they
You
should.
would hope so, but
they
know.
The Miles
You know how the
Bridges
league
shit
is.
was new. They handled it, but for this to happen right after that, and the Miles Bridges tweeted like broken heart emoji, and I think what he was basically trying to say is like, man, you just seen the mistake I made. You just seen what I went through. You see every time my name come up on social media, why the hell would you go and do this dumbass shit right behind me? And I think, now you have to in the NBA, and every sport should, man. Every sport should. It's gonna
be a zero tolerance for that.
Zero
shit.
tolerance. And even if the league can't ban you or whatever, the league is going to blackball you.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't see you going back to the Rockets, bro.
The reality of the situation is that there's epidemic of this type of shit in our society, in our sport. The super unfortunate part about the sport aspect is a lot of the times it can get swept under the rug.
Especially if you draw money.
Especially if you're very good at basketball. Kevin Porter Jr. doesn't have to worry about that too much. He's not Derrick Rose. He's not somebody of that caliber where it just kind of is over with. And he already his Houston Rockets thing was his second chance.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't do anything harming other
He's
people.
had a lot in a short career,
but he has done stuff.
And I believe this young woman's godfather is John Lucas, who was a coach on the Rockets. I read.
Okay.
Yeah. Then this young woman is Kaiser, who was in the WNBA, went to West Virginia, 4th overall pick. A lot of people know one of the prettiest WNBA players I've ever seen in my life. Like, gorgeous. Yeah. Gorgeous.
All WNBA players are pretty.
No, for sure. But
he didn't knock the other ones.
Why do we live? Why is our society like
I was
that?
just saying
if
that
I say Darrick shoes is nice, am I
lying?
shitting on KBs?
I was just saying that.
But I didn't say they weren't. So
I was
saying
that.
So that mean you lying then. You don't think they all pretty.
What you mean?
Because you wouldn't have to say that.
Yeah. You didn't have to clarify that at all.
We don't
either way, I wish nothing but a speedy recovery.
Don't play with me, boy. Sue Bird.
For our victim.
Gorgeous.
And we hope
Diana
that
Taurasi.
We hope that the NBA investigates and do what they need to do, to whether it be setting an example for the next generation or the people that are there. Let's let the NBA do what they got to do. And just disappointed. I follow a decent amount of Houston Rockets fans.
Yes.
And Will in particular, a guy that I follow, was talking about how hurt he was, and then there were some people like they didn't get it, but I understand it. When you're a fan of somebody, even there's a difference between being a fan of someone and idolize somebody. You kind of hope that they are a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You just it's just a inherent thing. I'm rooting for this guy. I might have a jersey this dude. You want them to be good people, and then you find out that, like, man, we gave this guy the second chance. He's good at basketball.
Yep.
We haven't heard a lot of stuff about him recently, so maybe he's turning a new leaf. And then this comes out, and yeah, a lot of Rockets fans are hurt. Luckily for them, they have a ton of talent on the roster. They can take some Kevin Porter Jr. minutes, and they can wash their hands and hope that the NBA does what they got to do, and they can start the season without even have to worry about this shit, at all.
Yeah.
So
definitely don't want this to come in and cloud this youthful team. They had a wonderful offseason, drafted well, new coach. There was a new vibe in his locker room and on his team. Definitely don't want this to come in and cloud it, because they definitely are going in the right direction, step by step. But yeah, man, being a good person can have you looked at better, even if you ain't all of that. That's a lot of guys who I think are cool, like they game, but if they cool or they dope and they always do some good shit, it's like people fuck. Like Anthony Richardson, a quarterback for the Colts. He said something to the flag dude, the dude who holds the marker.
Yeah.
And the dude was like, that made that man's day. It was an older man. He damn near got teary-eyed because he got acknowledged by somebody. It was just like, hey, man, appreciate you, shook his hand. And it was a video that went viral. And everybody in comments like, man, fan of this dude forever. Because people just want to see
the good,
nice
wholesome
people
shit.
do. Nice, wholesome shit. You don't have to be the fucking MVP. But if you're just a good person, they was talking about Tom Brady. The tight end from the Bucs was saying that Tom Brady had a locker next to his locker that was empty. And for the whole year, people would place stuff in that locker with like sticky notes on it for him to sign. Football, hey, can you write to Jim on here? I'll play for the Buccaneers. Man, can you write, it's a ball, my cousin Cottrell love you, Tom Brady. Can you just sign this for Cottrell?
he had a hell of a jump shot, Brady.
And he would sit there and just sign all of that shit. Stay late and just sign all of that. And for majority of the season, he signed all of that shit.
Because it's probably very hard to get a Tom Brady autograph
for
in
sure.
person.
His jump shot is very textbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Klay Thompson.
Yeah, him working out with Brickley was so random.
I think his son is a ball player or trying to be one. So
if I had a son,
come on the podcast, Tom.
in due time. Drop the mic. Let's switch things up. Let's switch up the vibe. Get back on a happy and joyful note.
Real simple one. It's been about 6 days since 2K dropped, so I'm just asking for people's rate 1 through 10 of 2K24. We including, is it current gen or old gen at this point?
Don't include them people.
We include broke gen.
Broke Jen.
That's crazy.
crazy.
If you got old Gen 2, comment down 1 through 10 what you rate, and also first impressions. What's the most thing you like about 2K?
I'm putting it at a solid 7, which is probably the highest I would have of a 2K release in the last couple of years. The only downside is the mode that I make my videos on has not been touched. It's exactly the same.
I thought they put it like
It's got a facelift. It's got some new graphics and stuff, but for the most part, it's exactly the same. They added a new era, so now they have a LeBron era now, but that's pretty much it. So my content, but as far as like the fun I've been having on the game, every time we run, I'm having a lot of fun.
This is probably one of the best 2Ks in that aspect. They got it right, man. The player movement, the not having guys be able to do 17 things on a basketball court. It was frustrating when I was making my dude, but now it's like, yeah, you know what? You have to.
Everybody's like that. It's just not me.
You got to sacrifice something. But all of that constantly in the passing lanes and no. You jump at that pass and you miss, you have to play. You can't just jump in there and recover, get a block like you used to.
You can't defend two people.
You got to set your feet or you're going to be shooting sideways. It's a lot
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of realistic motions out there.
You cannot just catch the ball and shoot it right away now.
Yeah.
That is very hard.
I like how you can't pass out your shot.
Yeah, bailout is like 87 to get limitless. You got to really, that's probably the most taxing badge. And if you max out something to elite level, 99 steal, 99 ball handle, 99 3, you're going to give up a lot. If you put 99 anything, you're that specialist. You 99 3, motherfucker, you are just that. They taxing so hard for you to have anything 99 that it's like, man.
It do seem like for the bigs though, like you and KB, y'all seem like that position is like y'all could thrive there.
I'm not. I played it for, but I think my dude is kind of like
because your dude defensively, he was doing a little bit of everything. He was blocking shots, getting steals, protecting the rim.
He was compared to Jeremy Grant, Draymond, and Andre Karolinko.
And I could see that.
Yeah, so he's like a small ball 4.
Yeah.
Who can hold his own. So, yeah.
And you made some good I definitely see the Draymond Green aspect.
Yeah.
But I would give it probably like a 7.5. I do like the gameplay.
With your 2 hours played?
Yeah, no, I still enjoyed it. It was
good fun. Game.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's doing
out of 10, I'm giving it a 9.1.
I'm giving that shit like a 9.
Probably when I get my build gets better, I'll probably give it a higher rating.
But I still haven't played.
That's on you.
I still haven't
played. I know that's on me.
I still haven't played my team. I still haven't done a rebuild yet.
My team might bring it down. Not having an auction house.
I feel like it's gonna be weak.
I can't, man.
I don't think I'm even gonna try.
Yeah, I can't wrap my head around it. What am I doing? How do I get players?
Buy them straight up.
You gotta buy them.
Oh hell no!
You
can use MT or VC.
Yeah, or you can buy them. You can buy MT now. It is weird.
But if you do get the bat,
don't Madden even still got the auction.
Yes, everybody else has.
But they took away the trade block, which
I can never sell a car ever on my team.
You have to quick sell it.
Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get into it.
But that means it's always gonna be like. The market can't bring it down though. So if a pack drops and it's all like they're usually selling for $3,500 for like this Ruby card or whatever, it'll be like you're still getting 10,000 regardless for it.
But I still don't like it. But
yeah,
I understand.
Sometimes I can do the opposite. I can tax.
It's also them saying that we want more money.
Yeah, as if they weren't getting enough.
Yeah, so still F2K, but they're doing okay this year. Maybe that narrative will change if they depending on how they do this.
They gotta fix that wreck shit, bro. When we go up to the door and it's just saying that,
yeah,
they gotta fix that, bro.
Yeah.
But 2K always have bugs at the beginning,
in the middle,
yeah,
and then
they'll fix it next 2K.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so we decided this time around to rank small forwards, but do them differently. Throughout the history of TT Dub, the way we've been doing it, everybody brings their own list, and then we say, oh, I got this guy at 10, and then I got this guy at 9, and so on and so forth. We decided, no, let's make a list together. So there's a pool of small forwards that we decided. If you're thinking that a player should be on the list and he's not, the likelihood is that we probably have him in a different position. There's no Kevin Durant on this list because we classify him as a 4. Or if he's not there, he might have been at the shooting guard list. There was also a 50-game minimum from last year, so that cuts out players like Brandon Ingram, almost exclusively Brandon Ingram. And Chris Middleton does not make the list and stuff like that. So again,
Andrew Wiggins.
Wiggins, yeah. Remember those as we going through these things. And sit back and have some fun. That's what this is. To make it just a little bit more lively, a little bit more fun, maybe some debating going on between specific spots. We start from the top and go down, right? That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, I thought you meant top as far as 1.
That's what I mean. We start who's the best
I feel
and
like
then go down.
if we're all doing it fresh.
How?
Yeah, I feel like we're all starting fresh and we don't already have it. We start from one. Because when I initially do my list on my own, I start from one and I work my way down.
Back.
You can't start from 10.
I always start from 10. Well, no,
Which way do you go?
I start from one.
Yeah,
I start from one, and then a lot of times I have to skip and go. You know what I'm saying? Because it just depends on the position, huh?
But we have a list of, we have a
it.
pool of 20 players.
Yeah, it depends on the position. So the point guard position, I knew I had Steph and Luka.
Right.
And I figured
But you still started at one though, because
that's what I'm saying.
mm-hmm.
But another time, like this one, since we doing it together, it's like, who is there a number one small forward?
Tatum.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we can start from one. Boom, Tatum. But sometimes I'll jump around. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't always do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sometimes if
I think it's cleaner that way.
Sometimes if I know, okay, I know this dude is the 10th shooting guard. It's only 11. I'm gonna probably put him.
Okay, so let's look at our list, right?
I'm curious. Isn't Tatum a 4?
Not today.
He's a 3.
Who was they for?
Because he usually plays the 4. Brown's a 3.
We had a conversation about this in the group chat.
We did.
Yep.
We literally did.
I literally asked
Jaylen Brown one. Yeah.
Yeah, I literally asked
even
about.
last night, though.
Yeah, I asked about Tatum specifically, and
Your ass ain't say nothing.
nothing. So I just, from my experience, nothing means.
Time out. We gotta address this.
No, yeah,
time out. We gotta address this. Why does this always happen when we do the list?
No,
we did something in Toronto, right? And he walked out in the morning and was like, "Wait, Kyrie, we're not having him at this, or we move Shea."
We co-workers to him. He don't look at the group chat unless he's at work.
You gotta tidy up, man. It's like your second time with these lists where you just off wave, and we saying it in the group chat.
I didn't see the question mark next to Tatum, but I see it now.
I'm gonna redrop the list. So do you want to try to do it where we try to like create a new pool? Because the pool that we have is like 25 players. So do we say like we sure that Lou Dort not top 10?
No, yeah,
so
that's what I did. That's what I did. I was like, if I know you're not gonna be top 10, then you're not. I might not be to write you down.
Lou Dort's not in. I had
Keldon Johnson can be off.
Damn.
I had Devin Vassell, Tobias Harris.
That was so weird.
Wait.
Tobias Harris isn't on this list.
Devin Vassell is on the list.
Harris. Why did I thought that was Joe?
Devin Vassell would have been classified 2. We got Keldon at 3. Huh?
When I saw Harris, I thought of Joe Harris. I didn't think of Tobias. It just says Harris.
It's a team order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Okay, so no Devin Vassell. Okay, Tobias Harris, Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah.
MPJ.
Yep.
Franz Wagner.
Yep.
OG Anunoby.
Yep.
DeMar DeRozan. Mikal Bridges.
Yep.
Paul George.
Yep.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yep.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Kawhi. Do we keep it Kawhi?
Kawhi. I'm sorry. Kawhi was moving over to the 4 because we have PG.
We did say that.
We have PG.
Jimmy Butler. Wait, fuck it. Tatum, Bron, Jimmy Butler, Paul George, Mikal Bridges. That's 5.
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan, OG Anunoby, Franz Wagner, Michael Porter Jr., Jaden McDaniels. That's 10. Tobias Harris he makes 11.
Okay, so based on his list of 11, is there somebody y'all think that should be at least in the conversation? I mean, I'm looking at this list again.
I'm looking at the list and
that feels right.
Those like the 11th.
Nobody has RJ Barrett as a top 10 small forward. Nobody has Karis LeVert.
No.
Nobody's gonna have DeAndre Hunter
or Buddy Hield.
Yeah. So
yeah, we can start with that 11. Damn, I didn't realize it was gonna be that easy to narrow it down.
That's what I do. I'm not.
I be narrowing it down.
Some guys, I look at the list when we throw it in. You throw it in.
Keldon or Tobias?
Keldon who?
Johnson.
Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris, yeah.
Who was you said Tobias Harris or Keldon Johnson?
Did Keldon Johnson do some shit I ain't know about?
Yeah,
he had a nice little average though.
Yeah, he had smooth 20 this year.
What you said? What happened? What you looking
for? Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, I was typing it as he was. Yeah.
Yeah. Fiends.
I think Keldon Johnson should be. I mean,
at least a considerate.
At least
I'm not saying he had a bad year. I'm just saying him versus Tobias. I'm taking Tobias.
He averaged 22 points per game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists on good efficiency. That's
Tobias didn't have the points because he played with Harden, Max.
But I know he was efficient this year.
The defense is off the chain. Pretty good. The defense is off the fucking chain. We gonna give Tobias Harris some credit today defensively.
Okay, he can be 11th.
I'm taking
Who you taking Tobias over at the rest of the list? MPJ?
MPJ probably.
I would take Tobias over MPJ Just because I know for sure I'm getting a defensive impact. MPJ.
MPJ matchup difficulty F. Impact on
you going to
ISOs.
I thought we was doing this on vibes, not statistics. But
Vibes.
okay.
Seriously, nigga, we talking about Keldon Johnson averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5
I
assists
just-
on good efficiency. That's stats.
22, 5, and 3. But
That's stats,
he
though.
didn't. He didn't shoot. Not them advanced weak ass
That's
stats.
Oh, did I have to tell you that his matchup difficulty is F? You know MPJ ain't guarding shit.
What's the warp though?
Yeah, let's just rank based off what.
I don't go that
Let
deep.
that be. The,
Value over replacement is crazy. They make an imaginary player.
Okay,
I'm
so
never gonna wrap my head around it.
are we consistent with Tatum being 1?
Tatum
Oh, I
won.
thought we were starting at 10. We're going
We
1.
let's just get what we know out the way.
Okay.
We know Tatum
is 1.
Numero uno. Number
Bronny.
2 is probably Bron.
Which is so crazy to say.
It's at that time. You know what I'm saying? He's almost 70.
But for him to still be 39 and be number 2
No,
is
absolutely.
great.
But
It's
it's
great.
still weird to not hear him as number 1.
Fuck it. He might next year. He might have a season where he's number 1. You don't know it, Brian.
How when Tatum win an MVP this year?
You said
So can you do me a favor? Can you X out the names we got?
So
Tatum
we
and
got
Bron is off.
for people at home, we got Austin on the side with a whiteboard
I might
putting
have.
things together.
Y'all might have said
Bron,
it.
too.
Did you mean to not add Jimmy to this list?
JB is Jimmy's.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
he
I'm
was- he
thinking
was tight-
Jalen Brown. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
he
Jalen
was
Brown.
moving so fast. I just
Jalen
Okay,
Brown
okay.
shooting guard. Come on,
I don't
man.
know why.
Watch basketball. Shit.
What do you call?
I'm just fucking
You don't
with
call
you. bro. I'm
Jimmy
just fucking
Butler
with
it's just
you, bro.
easy.
I'm just fucking with you.
You know I got to get defensive.
She was about to get
Wow.
physical.
She
I was about to
she
go
has
back
a
and direct it on you.
fractured neck vertebrae.
Oh
That
my
girl?
god.
Yes.
Oh,
The
shit.
basketball player?
Yes.
That ain't no the basketball. The
Kevin
thick
Porter
one.
Jr.'s.
Oh, I thought you meant the
No, not
I thought you
the.
meant the BBL basketball.
No, no, no.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Kevin
sorry.
Porter
Prayers
Jr.
up
I'm
to
so sorry. I'm so
KPJ's
sorry.
girl.
I don't want nobody to
What
think
was
we
your name
so-
again? I'm so sorry.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Kaiser.
Kaiser?
Kaiser.
Okay,
Yeah.
prayers up for Kaiser.
I swear, right hand of God, I thought you was talking about the BBL basketball player. That's
Bro,
what I
but
did.
neck vertebrae, that means he
That's
was.
what I did too.
Damn,
Because
bro.
I was like, damn, I thought she definitely broke her
Me
leg.
too. That's what I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's sad, man.
Get Will.
Are we
to
gonna
both of them?
Are we gonna argue Jimmy versus PG for 3?
Jimmy.
I'll put Jimmy at 3.
I'm team Jimmy.
Especially after that last playoff run.
Yeah, the playoff run. Hype some.
Team Jimmy.
Heighten some.
I was here thinking that Pierre was gonna definitely go to war for PG, but it's okay. So we got our top 3, and we feel pretty good about that,
Yeah.
right? 1, 2, 3, pretty good. After that,
I think.
I feel pretty good about Paul George,
falls.
right? Yeah.
I think Paul George falls pretty evenly at number 4.
right? Any complaints about that?
No.
Okay,
This is going good.
it's going smoothly,
Look at
right?
us.
We're doing great things together.
Now we'll
Democracy.
put DeMar at 5 over Bridges.
How we feeling about that, gang? How we feeling about that?
Look at my notes. I had notes on all of these guys.
I
except
do want to
for
say
Allen.
2 years ago I put DeMar DeRozan under Mikal Bridges. Do y'all remember that? Or was that
Yeah.
last year?
Yeah.
Last year, or the year before that. And y'all are really mad at me. No, it was the year that he signed to the Bulls, so that was 2 years ago.
Because DeMar DeRozan still had a very good year.
He sure did.
And
He was All-Star again. Yeah, he
Bridges-
did this right thing.
his offensive jump happened after the trade.
It was second
DeMar
half.
DeRozan was
What that
doing
mean?
the
It's still a
offensive
part of his-
shit.
It's still a part of his year.
I know, but you guys still got to have. I'm looking at the full course of the year. DeMar DeRozan was doing the offensive shit throughout the
His
whole
full
year.
course of the year, though, he was when Mikal Bridges took offensive jump because then they lose Booker and he started to have some scoring nights.
But
it still wasn't
he
at
shooting
the
bad?
same
So,
magnitude.
okay, I can give you exact stats. When he was in Phoenix, he was averaging 17, 3 assists, 4 rebounds on the efficiency of 46 from the field, 38 from 3. And that was in the 56 games that he was with Phoenix. Then in 27 games he gets to Brooklyn.
By
he
the way,
averaged,
that 17 was still a career high.
yes. And then he gets to Brooklyn. He averages 26 in the time. Then he averages 3 assists, 4.5 rebounds, and the efficiency was 47, 37. And then
So it
from the
dropped
free
a
throw
little.
line, 90.
No,
About
which
makes
90.
sense.
The
'cause
field
the
goal
volume
percentage
went
went up,
Yeah.
but his 3-point percentage
went
only
up
dropped
very
1%.
slight- It went
Yeah.
up very slightly,
Yeah.
though.
He
went
became
from
a more
40
efficient NBA player.
He went from 46% shooting to 47 with Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He went from 39% shooting with Phoenix to 37% with Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's the scoring really went up because the
Yeah, yeah.
shot attempts went up.
Show me his matchup difficulty, please. Vanna White,
A plus,
A+. That's what I anticipated.
98 percentile.
Yeah.
Show me DeMar DeRozan's.
F. F.
Bridges
How
at
is
5.
him and Zach LaVine both F in difficulty?
On
Somebody
ball,
got to
on
defend.
ball defense
Pat
was an
Bev and Alex. I mean,
He
not
was
Pat
everywhere.
Bev.
On ball defense was an
Patrick
F.
Williams.
His best defensive trait was loose ball recovery.
Leaking out there.
Workhorse
am-
Hall of Fame.
And,
Hey Caruso, when you get that steal, I'ma get it.
and maybe I'm anti-bias, right? Because I'm trying to compensate. But I feel pretty good about Bridges being over DeMar.
I would put him
personally.
there too.
When you talk about the two sides of the ball, like the top 4 players we have here, I mean, Brian is 40, so we're going to give him a okay. all of these dudes are two-way players. These dudes average 25, 22 for like Jimmy
Mikal
Butler.
is next on that.
I think Mikal is next on that list, and he was the best player for Team USA in this FIBA world thing. I feel really good about Mikal Bridges being higher than DeMar.
Yeah,
but that's just
to
me.
have the defensive value he brings, and now to take a scoring jump and also remain efficient. 47, 38, and 89 is crazy. So Mikal Bridges for me.
All right, 3-1 for Mikal Bridges.
But then I feel good about DeMar being right after.
Do you?
Tell me who
Or
you
would
got?
You looking at OG?
Franz Wagner.
Franz?
Oh,
Just a I'm not saying shit.
Okay.
Just a conversation.
I think it might be just slightly early.
Okay. I'm with that.
But I mean, you can make the case, and maybe you
I
can
don't,
sway me.
I don't have a case to really make. I'm just throwing out instead of just giving somebody. I feel like at this point in the list, we can't just give a spot.
Right, I feel like
You know what I'm saying?
But I also feel like that 6th spot, like when you look at DeMar DeRozan, you look at the rest of the names, DeMar DeRozan is better than those guys.
he's the one that has the All-Star appearance, or even in the conversation for All-Star this year.
Cool. DeMar DeRozan at 6.
We could put DeMar at 6.
Every person
Back in the 6.
I just want y'all to know every person that comes up from now on, I'm going to say something.
No, there's
No, yeah,
arguments
yeah.
for the rest
Now-
of the guys.
now this
but
is
I
where
think
things
DeMar
get-
DeRozan kind of perfectly fell right there.
This is where things get really, really interesting.
You didn't have to write Tobias at the top.
Oh,
That was Harris at the bottom.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, he just had Tobias up there twice. I just wanted to.
So yeah, now we get into the real conversation. I think that the top 6 is pretty easy at that point.
Now I want to say a couple things about some guys. Just
Okay,
a
wait. Let
fresh-
me give the people at home the pool that we were picking from at this point. OG Anunoby, Franz Wagner, Michael Porter Jr., Jaden McDaniels, and Tobias Harris. 5 players for 4 spots.
Let me just say some things so my 3 guys up here can understand. Tobias Harris, 15 points per game, 6 rebounds, 2.5 assists. He shot 50% from the field. He shot 39% from 3, 88% from the free throw line. I'm rounding up on there. So you're almost 50, 40, 90. He had a matchup difficulty defensively as an A-. Isolation graded out more than the total isolation. He was very impactful for the limited amount of number of isolations that he got. Took advantage of playing with Embiid, Harden, and Maxey because he shot the 3 ball from everywhere magnificently. I'm talking about off the charts from all over the perimeter. Impressive from the post, average playmaking, off-ball movement was below average. Could that be a system thing is what I wrote, question mark, because, Harden, pound.
Yeah.
And he guarded slashers and stationary shooters, tier 1 usage guys, and valuable defender on perimeter and interior. Very underrated defensively this year, I put in the notes. McDaniels have 12 points per game, felt very low, 4 rebounds, 1.9 assists. He shot 50% from the field, 40% from 3, 73% from the free throw line. 100% matchup difficulty. 100%. 100%.
And doing a damn good job at
You
it.
got Mikal Bridges at, 98?
Yes, sir.
90, yeah.
OG Anunoby was 99. He's 100%. Shot the 3 ball very well from all over the floor. Very open and high-quality looks. Perks of playing with Ant. 72% at the rim. Playmaking may never be his thing. I wrote in my notes.
Yeah.
Impactful off-ball mover for the Timberwolves. Rebounded better on offensive glass. Very underrated there. Going to be hard rebounding next to Rudy and Healthy Cat on the defensive glass. Defense out of this world. Mostly guarded shot creators and primary ball handlers, tier 1 and tier 2 usage players. MPJ. Matchup difficulty.
Can we just tell MPJ's the one out? I think that's kind of the way I'm thinking about things.
I was looking at that list, and I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Great, amazing score, shooter. We know that.
So you rather have MPJ over OG Anunoby?
I'd rather have OG
I would
Anunoby
rather
over
have
MPJ.
OG Anunoby.
You rather have MPJ over Franz?
I'd rather have Franz over EPJ.
cool. Franz,
He's off
yeah.
the list.
All right, Michael Porter Jr., welcome to the
'Cause there's
11th.
That two-way ability at that 3 spot is just so important.
It's so
And-
as we're seeing,
yeah.
For
And he's also just such a ball stopper too. That kind of, even though he is a great scorer, being a ball stopper kind of hinders you as well.
I think this is going to be the toughest spot.
yeah,
Seven.
I think so too.
Um,
I have a guy in
To
mind.
me,
I do too. Is it
I think
Franz?
it's OG.
I was thinking OG as well.
Okay.
I was leaning towards OG as well.
For real.
So the reason is he did not make an all defensive team this year, but a guy that will always be in the conversations. He led the league in steals this year. And his 3-point shot was super. I can look at stats. My fault. Hold on. I know for sure that he shot the ball well from 3.
He did. His best spots was the catch and shoot and out of the corners, but he shot very well. He shot 39% from 3.
Okay. But the thing, so what do we value more? Because a guy like Franz may not have the defense of OG Anunoby, but he has more of a responsibility on the offensive side than OG
The
did.
offensive load is a little bit higher for Franz,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's what I was saying.
But obviously, I think there's a big gap defensively between the two
OG's
players.
matchup difficulty, 99 percentile. His ISO impact was horrible. He should never have an isolation look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won him, though.
I was gonna say I feel like he could do a little bit more, some more shots to
I
him.
don't know if those
His
stats
finishing
are
was
horrible.
cool, but the numbers say based off the type of looks he gets at the rim, he should be finishing a lot better.
Yeah.
Off ball movement was expected considering lack of bag and playmaking duty. Very underrated offensive rebounder, flawless on ball perimeter, passing lane deflections and steals. He was A in everything. Majority of the time he spent on shot creators. Franz, impressive matchup difficulty, low impact on a decent diet of isolation. So his shit is just like OG. He's not a.
Is his finishing significantly higher?
Does well for himself. Yes, does well creating for himself at the rim.
Yeah.
Great playmaker for his size.
I just knew he was in a high percentile because that boy can get to the rim and he finishes.
Quietly super impactful with the small amount of post touches he got. Very well-rounded defender, surprising on-ball defensive numbers. Guarded stationary shooters and secondary ball handlers. He averaged 18, 4, and 3.5. OG averaged 17, 5, and 2. They both shot 48% from the field, 36% from Franz, 38 for OG.
That's what
84% for free throw line for both.
So it's like for me, just speaking for me and the things that I value in basketball, OG is getting a slight edge because of the defensive impact. As a guy,
I like
that really
Franz
like
a little bit more just because he's more well-rounded.
He's definitely more well-rounded.
He's not a liability on defense.
Yep.
He can knock down a shot. He got to the rim. Him and OG both lack extremely on the ISO.
I don't hate it either way.
Yeah, but because also
we'll go
neither
OG
one
because OG had an elite trait, which was defense. Franz was good at everything, but he didn't have an elite trait.
OG Anunoby sitting at the 7th spot. There you go, Toronto. We got you.
Because I think when you get to this level of guys, you're not really looking at any of those guys to be like great ISO guys.
So that means that Franz is penciled in at 8, or are we doing Franz versus McDaniels or versus Harris?
I think
They can give it a gander.
It's worth chatting about it.
I think
I just think Franz offensively just brings a lot more than what McDaniels can bring.
He does, but then defensively,
Yeah, McDaniels locks up on
He does.
Man.
He's the only guy on this list at 100 percentile matchup difficulty.
Yeah, no, he does
Yeah.
that part.
On
For
this
sure.
entire list, and this list got Jimmy, PG, Bakel, Jaden
My boy
McDaniels.
Ant said he said we got Jaden McDaniels.
Talking about
real.
Kevin Durant. That's crazy. And they felt good about it.
I will say I love the season he had. He was 50-40, nowhere near 90. But it feels premature.
You talking about McDaniels?
Yeah, you know what else is the thing about this list? We're at a point where somebody not gonna make it. We have 3 names with 2 spots.
Yeah.
Those names,
yeah.
I feel okay though.
Like
if somebody
either
don't
way?
make it. I really do.
I love the year Tobias had. For him to not make it would hurt me.
Yeah.
And Franz.
Well, no, based on this list, both of those players make it. It's just a matter of who goes where.
No. It's 3
No,
names.
it's 3
Franz.
names.
But it's
Oh,
2 names.
Franz
He's just
already
sitting
up there.
It's
Franz
only
already
two
up there.
names.
Franz
So right
already
now
up
we
there.
decided who's 9 and who's 10 between Jaden
Okay.
McDaniels and
Oh,
Tobias
hey.
Harris.
I thought there was an extra name up there though.
No.
But no, he wrote it. He
yeah.
wrote 8.
Okay.
Franz.
No, we did have extra name. It's Michael Porter Jr., but we can.
Oh,
we
we already knocked his ass off.
Get
Yep,
outta
there
here.
we go.
Get outta here,
That
buddy.
threw me off. Yeah.
I'm ready to have Franz at 8.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, I think Franz at 8 is right.
he's so well rounded. Jaden McDaniels a great year.
I think Jaden McDaniels slides in perfectly at 10. Tobias at 9.
I was gonna say Harris. I think he deserves 9.
Damn.
Because
Because I think Tobias Harris did take that jump defensively, and his ability to really be
he had a
like
little bit
your
more of
good,
a
solid third option.
responsibility
Yeah.
too.
He changed his game and to fit with those boys, and it worked, man. He was catch and shoot,
That mid post game, the
Isolation.
mid range
Post.
game will always be there.
took the initiative defensively because they didn't have when you have Harden and Maxey on the perimeter, you know. So,
Yeah.
But Jaden McDaniels 100 percentile defensively as far as matchup. That means he's guarding Kevin Durant, he's guarding Luka, he's
Steph.
guarding Steph,
Trey.
like he's guarding
All the
everybody.
way.
He shot 72% at the rim.
you can dribble the
40%
ball,
from 3.
Jaden McDaniels is your primary defender. Like, that's crazy.
Can you do me a favor, P, if you still got the? Can you just tell me what Jared Vanderbilt was too?
Yes, I
When it
can.
comes to
Because-
matchup difficulty,
Because when
That's-
they first
that's
had,
what
they
you
had Jaden McDaniels
You want
and
matchup
Jared.
difficulty?
Just as same
Yeah.
thing he was doing with the defense. Because like I said,
They
it's
did
in the
have
past,
Jaden McDaniels and
but they
Jared
could have had
Vanderbilt.
Jared Vanderbilt and Jaden McDaniels were both like 6'9", 6'10", defending those
are you
guys.
That's
talking
kinda-
trash about Rudy Gobert right now?
That's kind of why
That's
I
what it
was
sounded
like,
like to
Walker
me.
Kessler. They say Walker Kessler's putting up better numbers.
He was.
that's kind of why I was when that trade happened. I was like, they gave away a lot.
Hey, Vando got to the Lakers and
His
he
matchup-
started guarding Steph Curry.
His matchup
Started Steph Curry.
difficulty is the 89 percentile, which is a A-.
That's pretty good for a 4, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's amazing for
He was
a
the one
4,
that was
man.
picking up Luka, and then like you say, Anthony Edwards get up as a defender. They could have had a lot of good perimeter D.
On-ball defensive grade was an A at a 91 percentile.
Now they got interior D.
He spent most of his time guarding shot creators. 24% of the time he spent on shot creators.
You know why?
Makes sense.
At usage tier 1 players.
It's more important to defend the rim. So, okay, how are we doing this for 9 to 10? Y'all vote Harris.
I voted for
Harris
Tobias at
9.
9.
I got McDaniels at 9.
I have McDaniels at 9 too. So
Oh,
what do we
shit.
do with a split? Producer Austin give your input, and you don't have a mic, so I'll just repeat what you say. He said he's taking Jaden McDaniels.
Okay.
I'm not mad at
McDaniels
it.
at 9.
Yeah,
I'm not mad
the fact
at
that
it.
Tobias Harris had a real career arc and it through the wire thing because of Darrick's hatred towards him 2 years ago, to now be in the top.
That was
10,
only 2 years ago.
I don't know.
That had to be
maybe-
longer.
Maybe it was longer. For him to now end up on a top 10 list is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Do you think that this great year goes down if James Harden is not there?
I think it goes up.
You think so?
Yeah, I
You
think
think he can maintain that efficiency as having higher value?
I think the efficiency might be tweaked a little bit, but the volume will go up, so therefore the PPG. I think he'll just have a bigger workload. And I think
the catch and shoot opportunity is going to go down
Yeah, 'cause
dramatically.
apparently, if you ask Pat Bev, James Harden put the ball perfectly in your hands.
I can see that. One of the greatest passes of all time. So I want to read through the list again for the people at home. The TTW collective top small forward lists in the NBA. Jason Tatum is at the 1, LeBron James at the 2, Jimmy Butler at 3, Paul George at 4, Mikal Bridges at 5, DeMar DeRozan at 6, OG Anunoby at 7, Franz Wagner at 8, Jaden McDaniels at 9, Tobias Harris at 10, and Michael Porter Jr. gets an honorable mention at 11.
So we basically did what the TTW Clips does with our community. He
Yeah.
pulls up, he shows all different lists, and they vote as a community and come up with their own list. We
Do
did
y'all
it.
like it this way?
yeah.
I think it was interesting to at least
This is
experience.
fun.
Try. I like it the other
I
way.
want to know what the fans liked it. Like,
So
would they rather have us do this?
If
or
you
us
put
all
together
put
your
it on?
own personal list, what would you change from this top 10 in your opinion? Like what differences would you make? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. Austin said you put MPJ at 10. This list is pretty similar to what I think I would have put
Same.
together.
Yeah, I think it's very similar.
The
Maybe
top
for me,
3 is legit.
The top 5 from 6 are cemented for me.
Yes.
yeah,
After that, I can understand one way or another.
yeah. I think for me, maybe Bridges and DeMar switched, but that's about it.
I think I would have put Franz maybe over OG. I might have would have put Jaden McDaniels over OG.
Mm.
OG could have fell as far as 9 on mine.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I couldn't. Yeah, I think 7 through 10, those guys are all like kind of interchangeable.
So before we go to the next thing, I'm gonna go back to our list and get the snubs, and y'all tell me if they deserve to be
Mentioned?
at least. DeAndre Hunter,
No.
Yeah,
Not yet.
RJ Barrett.
Yes.
I did consider him when I was like
yeah.
doing that
Slightly.
smaller pool. I was
He
like, he
deserves
could
to
be
be
there.
mentioned, but he was never going to be top 10.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Buddy Hield.
He had a great year, but
No.
I don't think so.
Bojan Bogdanovic averaged 22 this
Yes.
Yeah.
year. I
I like Bojan at 4 though. I think he got a lot more love at the 4.
Dylan Brooks,
I think he could have been considered.
Yes.
Yeah, he could have been considered for sure.
Keldon Johnson, who we already talked
Yes.
about a little
Yeah.
bit, and Lou Dort. Those are the guys that
No
didn't
Lou
make
Dort.
the top 10.
No Lou Dort for me.
I don't hate it.
He had a really good year, but yeah, it's just not top 10.
These caliber players, they're just like Buddy Hield. Like the value of what these players do. I look at the position. This position's telling me you have to score and defend.
Yeah.
So everybody on this list scores and defends. MPJ didn't make the list because he don't really defend,
Yeah.
but he scores.
Except DeMar.
DeMar.
DeMar
But
don't
DeMar
defend.
DeRozan does it at such a high level that it's kind of like,
He gets
Yeah,
baskets. That's
Okay,
how he
yeah,
defends.
yeah.
So they no fast break. You just got to put the ball in the cup.
Yeah, I think we did good. This is the second year in a row. Was Tatum first at his position, or did Bron have it last year for us? I don't even remember.
It
Ooh, that's a
might
good
have been
question.
Tatum.
I think it was Tatum.
Remember, Brown was also at point guard a couple times and weird shit for the 4.
That boy Bron
y'all
be
know what-
everywhere. Yeah.
versatile.
What I love about a guy like Michael Porter Jr. is when I go to B-Ball Index or I go to Cleaning the Glass or whatever, his stats tell me that he's who I see him as. When I see him struggle on the perimeter because he's bigger with slow feet and he got the weird arch back in his defensive stance, it says that on the stats. When it says that he's an impactful off-ball mover, I can see that when him playing with Jokic, back doors and off-the-catch threes with movement. I loved looking into his shit because it told me that my eyes served me correct. Tobias Harris was a little bit more surprising because I don't think I sat around watching Sixers games all the time, but he took major strides in helping his team. I think that can't go unnoticed, and I think that drives his value up because he's entering the last year of his deal. So if I'm a team on the cusp and I'm preparing for next year's free agency or the trade deadline, I'm looking into Tobias Harris because when that contract goes down from 30 or whatever millions of dollars he make, I don't know if
40.
it's 30 or 40. Okay, 40, and you chop that in half to
20, 22, 25,
18 to 22, showing what he's willing to do to help the team change his game, it's supremely valuable.
Yeah.
Supremely valuable. Jaden McDaniels, incredible. I don't even think I realized how well he shot the ball. I knew he shot it well, but 40% for a guy
I didn't know he shot the ball that well either.
40% for a guy that does what he does defensively.
The offensive rebounds you was talking about made sense for him. Like you could watch him. He gets a lot of key offensive rebounds.
With this being Tobias's last year, do y'all see another contender team really pursuing him heavy this offseason?
Yeah, I see. It depends on what the money look like for those teams, but I think he is gonna have a nice market.
Yeah.
Because like him in Dallas sounds really nice. Him, Kyrie, and Luka. I don't know if financially they can, but I think that would be a nice little trio right there. Him, Grant Williams in those 4 and 3 spots. Then you got the center and Dwight Powell, either Derek Lively.
What if the Brooklyn Nets went and got him?
That's a good arc.
Brooklyn Nets.
The Brooklyn Nets are one of those up in
They just have
up in
they
the
just
air
have so many
teams.
wings that like.
I think he still fit. Mikal can play 2-3. Cam can play 3-4. He can play 3-4.
Then you got Ben Simmons.
They did just pay a lot of money to
They do have
Cam.
Ben Simmons.
That's true.
Yeah, they did just pay Cam. They did draft Darrick Whitehead. So yeah, true.
Yeah. Or either like the Bucks somehow if they can somehow get him on the roster. I know they got a lot of money.
Giannis is putting pressure.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he started off his
he did.
career with the Bucks.
Bucks?
Out of what college?
I don't know.
No, don't tell me. Tennessee.
Yes.
Bucks, Orlando.
Yeah.
After Orlando was
Clippers.
that
No,
Detroit?
Detroit.
The Clippers.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go, D Mills. You on your shit. He's been around, and he's always
Going
been
back to Detroit wouldn't be bad.
decent.
I think at this point in his career, I think he wants to compete. And I don't see Detroit competing
right.
anytime soon.
But the thing that I'm saying with the NBA right now is you got to either go
Get
get
the
the
bag.
bag or compete because a lot of competing teams may not have. They might tell him you might have to take $16 million.
Yeah,
But Detroit might be like, we can give you 23.
true. Or he might do like Russ. Russ just got all that money for.
Oh hell no, he's not doing Russ.
Russ had
He's
two
never
max
had.
contracts
Yeah,
before,
he's never had.
and a shoe deal,
Yeah,
and honor the city.
honor the gift.
Honor the kid.
Or him in OKC. Him, Shea,
You
Giddey.
just told me wanted to compete.
I think that team next year might be in a level where they are like competing for like legit playoff spots. Maybe not this year.
No, they're doing that this year.
They might be able to do it, but I think that next year is really where they really take that leap.
You see Shea?
Oh yeah,
When
saw when he made Mikal Bridges fall.
the FIBA thing, he was the second best player on earth for the people that was suiting up behind Luka. Like literally, he was
Miami
that
Heat,
good.
Tobias Harris.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it'll be weird though for them to keep making deals with the Sixers.
and this is OG's. This is OG last year of his deal,
true.
right?
Yes, it is.
OG is another wing up here.
It's gonna be a nice free agency class.
Portland,
for OG.
Dame.
You've been talking about it for years.
Dame probably gonna own it.
The
Maybe.
conversations are starting
I heard-
back up. D Mills.
I heard he's
I think
expected to be a training camp man.
Yeah. I'm getting tired of these fake reports coming out that if he is traded to a team that's not the Heat, that he won't show up. To
You think those are
camp.
fake?
Yes. They're just making it up. Damian Lillard, that's not his brand. I don't think he's ever going to show up to a team and not play. Like, he's going to show up to the Blazers training camp, and he's going to play. So,
I'd be so hot if
Inside
I was
source.
Scoot Henderson. Like all offseason, I was under the impression that I was going to be given the keys immediately, and now Dame is reported.
Him playing so good might be like, we might have to trade his brother anyway.
Wait, say it again?
If Scoop playing that good, they may be like,
Oh, I see what
we
you
could
mean.
trade Dame anyway.
Yeah.
Like give him more
I
security.
mean, that's kind of why they drafted him, because they probably anticipated
What
this
you thought I
happening.
said?
I don't know. My brain is not going the way it should.
Did you eat
today.
breakfast?
No.
I did. I walked in.
I
eating a bagel.
seen. Yeah.
unfortunately,
Did you
I
eat
didn't.
breakfast, D-Mills?
Yes, I did.
Hey.
The Bears
3 out of
reported,
4 did.
the Bears reportedly aren't happy with Chase Claypool's effort this offseason. I've heard from a few people inside that building that he is not somebody who is very self-motivated. What did I say at your house?
That he get one more chance or
Cut his ass.
something like that. Because he dropped that screen pass.
But it got deflected.
Oh yeah, they get deflected.
But he has not really.
How many receptions did that man have?
Probably 0. He had 0 catches.
If DJ Moore had what you said, two
targets.
he had 2 targets.
2 targets.
He had
Chase
one
Claypool
catch.
had 0 catches.
It's hard to catch the ball when there's no
DJ Moore
throwing.
caught his 2 targets.
He did.
2
I know
catches
that
for
one
25
slant he
yards.
definitely caught over the middle.
Yeah, 2 catches for 25.
There was that
yards.
one play where he checked down. Remember, DJ Moore was wide open, like 20
Yep.
yards
Yeah.
downfield.
Yep.
Football podcast, baby.
That's gotta be so frustrating as a receiver to be wide open but not get the ball thrown your way.
It'd be frustrating. No, it'd be frustrating like that playing basketball. So imagine because like you don't get that same chance every down like you do. Like, hey, I'm mad.
Especially if you like the number 1 receiver, like you should. It's like I should have been your first look. You should have noticed that I was what?
It's Khalil Herbert. Check down King, baby, bro.
I just spoke with. Let me make sure this is real.
Is it the
Jordan Schultz follows me? Follow him back. I just spoke with Colin Kaepernick, who tells me his agent has reached out to the Jets about his desire to make an NFL return. Kaepernick remains on the West Coast working out.
Okay. Is it gonna happen?
No, it's not going to happen.
They're gonna stick with the MILF kisser, Zach Wilson.
He's got that dog in him.
He won him a game last night. That pass to Garrett Wilson was beautifully placed.
It was.
Bro, we're a football podcast now. That's how you know it's the offseason.
No, I'm locked in on this shit.
I bet.
What we want to talk about.
Bro, no, dead ass. I was thinking like for the next version Through the Wire as we continue to elevate, that we should have like football segments on the Tuesday podcast.
You should. I'm down.
Yeah,
especially since we're doing
Sunday.
fantasy.
Yeah,
I just did on the behind the scenes. Yeah, I need everybody. Every Tuesday we come in here, I'm getting a fantasy. Expect the Tuesday behind the scenes shows to be fantasy update driven.
Yeah.
I
just didn't get to watch football.
Imagine
on
losing.
Sunday.
For real.
Hey, Joe Burrow's not.
I was going against Joe Burrow, so I was happy.
I had the Cowboys defense and lost. How? Because Aaron Rodgers didn't play a fucking snap. I mean,
4.
yeah. I shouldn't use snap with his name, by the way, but
Yes.
I won this week, even though
Winners, raise your
Tyreek
hand.
Hill.
he had Tyreek Hill.
30. He had like 35.
Yeah. Mike was killing this week in fantasy. He had the highest points in our league. It's not going when he sees us.
I'm
it
just
won't be
tired
the
of
same.
Mike Lane. You won a championship last year, right?
Did I win?
I lost to you because DeMar Hamlin ruined the fucking game.
Okay, I didn't know how that was outside.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's a crazy sentence, bro. That is a
He said he ruined the
crazy,
game.
crazy sentence.
I'm so sorry to DeMar Hamlin and his family. That was very traumatic, very
That's
sad.
great.
I don't say that.
Open fantasy. Open fantasy.
I'm
I can
sorry.
tell you if you won.
I'm
last
sorry.
week.
He didn't ruin the game.
Open fantasy on your
That
phone.
situation
Cancel the game.
Canceled the game. And Joe Burrow was my quarterback, so he couldn't get his shit off.
Yeah. It's all good. Yeah, this is gonna be a good year.
Is this a money league?
It's supposed to be.
Whenever we act,
Yeah, Mike won last year. This is Mike's record in fantasy football, by the way, and he won the championship. He's won a championship. He is 15-17 in fantasy football, but he has a trophy, and that's a championship.
But no, that's what I was telling people. It ain't about how you start. That's why, Mike, be good about your win, but stay humble because I started off 1-4, and I strung off 6 in a row, and I made it to the championship.
Bro,
with a 9-8
How do you look
record.
at your last year record?
You go to your matchup, go all the way down to the bottom, and you see
I've never seen that before
manager
for something.
comparison or something.
Yeah, I've never seen this before.
And
so
it puts
thank
you versus the person you're going against this week and shows you their
playing
record.
since 2021, baby.
Yeah. No, I always do this every year where I'm like, I'm gonna watch football. I'm gonna watch football.
See, I'm 9-9 because I lost last week. I went 9-8 last year, made it to the Super Bowl.
I always just say that I'm gonna do it, and then the NBA season comes around. I'm like, man, fuck football. This is a year that I feel like I'm
locked
invested.
in. I'm locked in.
I'm invested.
I'm invested in NFL and college.
What makes it worse though is if the Bears are very bad.
No, yeah, because it's just like the White Sox
Sox,
effect.
yeah.
I'm so excited about baseball every single year, and I'm always super excited because we gonna go to the Sox games. I got their schedule. I'm
we only
ready.
went to one because they're ass.
And they ass. We went to opening day and ain't been back.
That was it.
Ooh, next
That
time
was
I'm at the
enough
little
for us.
corner
We
store, I
seen
gotta
it on-
grab the little bear schedule they be having.
The flippable ones.
They be like the little papered ones.
Yeah.
Yup.
Go to where?
They just
Corner
be having them at
store.
the corner stores or gas stations. I had like the bear
Grab me one.
schedules. Next time I
Because
see
it's
it.
one in the newspaper, but I'm like, I'm not that ghetto. I'm not finna really just take this and throw it on my office wall. Yeah. But I know we play.
Circling date. Oh, I'm gonna be that fan that be circling that dates.
We play the Chiefs. week 3.
Oh no,
Kelsey
the
gonna be
offensive
healthy.
line is so bad, bro.
Offensive line, the defensive.
I don't even know how
secondary.
to judge Justin Fields because he don't
That's
got
what
no
I've been
time.
telling everybody. Everybody at home, listen. I know y'all want to make jokes on our quarterback. He's an elite running back.
Are we all consider ourselves Bears fans?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's what's up.
I'm a Cowboys fan too. I don't lie about
Are they in the
that.
same division or same conference?
No.
Okay.
No. They're
I don't know
They're in the
conferences.
same conference. They're
Not
not
the
in the same division.
Okay.
East. Yeah.
Okay.
So, who? To who? Boy, we ain't worried about that shit. They almost lost to Mac Jones. And what was the score? What was the score? What was the score? What is the score? Was it 20-16? 25-20? Cool.
That boy said what Vin Diesel said. It don't matter if it was an inch or a mile.
Shout out to Vin Diesel.
Ain't he a brother?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't even remember what the fuck I was finna say.
Oh, something about Justin Fields.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
we cannot judge him until we get this line.
The problem is the line won't happen.
The
and
Bears
he's gonna get shipped
we,
out.
we used our first round pick on the lines. We continue to do that.
Yeah, I won't say anything until week 8.
I need
Justin
a-
Fields.
It's also the offense though. They
I was
can't.
gonna say,
They,
you know who's on thin ice with me?
Matt Nagy.
No.
Man, Nagy's been gone.
Oh my God. My bad.
D Mills,
Wait.
hold the L up.
Who's our coach?
Hold the
forgot.
L up.
No. What does his name start with?
Isn't it Pace?
That's the GM.
That's yeah. that's-
Tell me our
I don't
coach.
know. I don't know. I forgot. I'm so serious.
Give
I
me
don't
an
know.
initial.
I don't have one. I'm blank. I have no idea who it is.
Matt Eberts.
Eberflus.
Eber.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't know that.
Come on, lock in. This ain't his first year. Matt Nagy
We a
been gone
football
for a
pod
minute.
now, D Mills.
Yeah, we definitely football. pod.
What Matt
Lock in.
Nagy at Kansas City?
How you expect to get them TV
See.
appearances that would only talk about one sport? Got to be versatile, even if you don't know what you're talking about. Like when the football players talk hoops, we could do the same thing, but the other way. Pau Gasol averaged 17 and 6.
You said
Christian
what?
Wood averaged 18 and 9.
Damn, they're the same
So
place.
who is better? Tell me right now who's gonna be better for the Lakers, Christian Wood or Pau Gasol? The numbers speak for
That
themselves.
shit was.
And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm
That
gonna
was
do.
a real thing.
Yes. Well, no. I
No, the
exaggerated.
Pau
it.
Gasol shit was real.
Yeah.
But I exaggerated it. He didn't do it that way.
Okay,
He didn't do
okay.
it that way.
But
But I'm gonna do the- what's
the
the-
conversation of that.
what's the
is
throwback quarterback?
disrespectful.
Never- should never
It's
have-
disrespectful.
Who's the throwback wide receiver?
What
Throwback.
you mean throwback?
Terrell 90s,
Owens.
Calvin
90s,
Johnson.
90s.
Sterling Sharp.
Is he? I don't know anything about.
I don't know
Sterling
what time he played, but he
That's
definitely
Shannon
throwback.
Sharp, brother.
Sharp.
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice. Yep.
No, Jerry Rice is literally the GOAT.
Yeah.
I was just gonna make a
uh,
comparison that this current wide receiver is better because his numbers are better because they pass more now than in that time.
Okay.
But I don't know anything about the 90s.
You a 90s baby.
I'm a 90s baby. Yes, that's why I don't know anything about the 90s. I was born. Yeah, but
There you go.
Randy Moss. Everybody, I can't. Randy Moss is also one of the GOATs to me because I remember watching him play.
Terrell Owens then.
Also one of the
T.O.
GOATs.
Hines Ward. Definitely not a GOAT.
Definitely not a GOAT. But also, I remember
Larry
him playing, so that
Fitzgerald.
can't be 90s.
Larry Legend.
Fitzgerald.
He a legend.
Larry Fitzgerald like retired last month.
He ain't a 90 because he played like 25 years.
No. Whose podcast was he on? Was he on
Might have been some. He
Oh.
real dedicated to Phoenix, Arizona. So
Yeah, but somebody was it's Tom Brady saying he called Larry Fitzgerald late in his career trying to get him to come to play so he could get some jewelry or something like that. And he was like, nope, they got a whole town named after him. He was not leaving or something like that. It's like, yeah.
what college you went to?
No, I don't even know why I would think about that. I don't know about no
Pittsburgh,
college
man.
football
Pittsburgh.
colleges.
He was on the cover of an NCAA game when he was young. He was that guy.
Only thing I know is
I said
it's
that.
2K5.
No.
Who's on 2K5 football?
Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens. I have that at the crib if you ever want to play. I got it in the system.
I think I have that too. The fans send us that?
Oh, but we
Nah,
need
I
a
NBA 2K for
we need to start doing like pajama day, jersey. We already talked about jersey day. We need to start doing some today.
No,
Just-
I
why
said that
not?
we should do themes, and we never actually
We
did
know.
it.
Can we schedule a jersey day?
For sure.
Let's do a bobblehead day too.
Not just NBA. It could be any jersey.
Let's all
Jersey
bring our
day.
favorite football player bobblehead and just sit it right here
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday episode.
Who would be? I don't even know who my favorite would
Can
be.
we schedule a jersey day today?
Yeah, schedule it. You schedule it, Mike, and we'll
You
be
would
like,
have to go
we
buy
got
a
you.
jersey.
I don't do that. I live right next to. I live right next to
I
him.
know.
Let's do next Saturday.
No, we're not gonna be
After the next Saturday after that. Because we're going to Houston
Yes,
this
the
weekend.
next Saturday after that is what I mean to say.
Okay,
Does
you
it
just
have
got to
to be
hit the
a
group
current
chat.
player?
there.
Yeah,
Does it
I-
have to be a throwback? What we doing?
Any jersey,
Okay.
any jersey like this.
Undershirt or no
elementary
undershirt?
school. No undershirt.
I'm wearing a football jersey. It's football season. I'm wearing a football jersey.
Might have to give me a Donovan McNabb,
So I'm gonna have
So,
sleeves.
okay, any
Brian
jersey.
Westbrook.
I'm not wearing a fucking basketball jersey in football season.
I don't have a football jersey.
You gotta
So
go
I gotta
buy one.
get
I'm gonna give me one, bro. Football jerseys be cold.
Yeah, you
do.
can wear them.
Definitely.
I feel like I can't wear my NBA shirt because I'm not gonna do the Darrick no sleeves.
I'm trying to figure out what's the most obscure player I
That
can
man
think
wear that
about.
Brian with no sleeves. He said,
Get the young Hoku.
"Welcome to the gun show."
I would. Yeah, what's the funniest names
Does
in
Pro
NFL?
Jersey do the same thing
They
with
do customs.
football jerseys as they do with baseball?
I was
I would
wondering
hope
because I
so.
wanted a Jaquan Brisker one,
Mm-hmm.
but I never ended up going,
Okay.
and I'm glad because they fucking was terrible Sunday. I would have been pissed if I went through all of
I'm
that.
gonna get a
to
Matt Breida
so,
jersey.
That's so random. I got to get a Mike Evans, but I don't know what team he gonna go to after this.
The best NFL names of all time.
You talking on jerseys?
This is a pretty good one. Former Chicago Bear.
Urlacher?
Dick Buckus.
Not DeBuckus. He was at the Bears game.
He
He been
was.
he been tweeting like crazy, by the way. He pops up on my For You.
R.W. McQuarters.
Prince.
Oh,
I'm
the
a
cornerback used to
I-
play for the Giants.
yeah.
Yep.
Another great name. Can they give me stuff? Oh, Pierre Garçon, who we talked about yesterday. So shout out to him. Tiki Barber. Yeah, that's a
Ooh,
that's
okay.
Shout out to Tiki. That's a good
The
name.
team he played for.
I'm looking at it. So that's,
I'm gonna have to give
I
me a
don't know.
He
Dion.
played for.
I
I got a Dion already. BU. Don't steal my split. BU. Before
The two
Coach
teams I'm
Prime, I
thinking
had my
about-
shit.
and I think there's either the Bucks or the Giants.
The Giants.
There you go.
Rondé Barber played for the Bucks.
TJ Huzamizada.
Played for the Cincinnati Bengals
That's a good
and the
name.
Seahawks.
Mhm.
That's a good name to put on the jersey because it's 37 letters long.
Get you Troy Polamalu.
I like Troy Polamalu.
Nah, I might have to give me a Brian Dawkins. That's gonna go cold. That's gonna be hard.
That would be hard for sure.
Okay.
What position he play?
Free safety.
Man, he just played a little bit of Madden the
For
last
real.
couple of years. That's all it is.
I might
Nah,
have to
I
give
used to
me
I used to rock with the Eagles back in the day.
I really want a Randall Cunningham jersey.
that would be dope.
I really want a Randall Cunningham. I was gonna buy one. Randall Cunningham, Joe Namath. I gotta get me a black
D-Mill
quarterback
definitely
jersey.
walking in with the Bears. Khalil Mack.
For real.
Nah, not Khalil.
You want a current beer?
Nah.
Who?
Brandon
I'll probably
Marshall.
go- No. Because Brandon Marshall, I don't think he really, he wasn't like a bear. He just ended there.
Haha, Clinton Dix.
I don't even
Probably
think he
like-
ended there.
I think they signed him. Or they trade. I don't know.
I'm,
which one.
I'm saying I think he went somewhere else after.
Oh, yeah. Because I think he went to the Jets after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Look at you.
They're saying
I'd
the
probably go
number
Matt
one
Forte.
name in NFL history is Richie Incognito.
Isn't he crazy too?
Yes,
he's
did some
crazy.
stuff.
He's
He did some stuff.
He's a mess.
Why is that one of the best names?
Because
though?
Incognito is a
That's
cool.
a raw.
That's
Rich,
a cool.
Richie is a raw name too. You know, I got Rich Vision. I used to have a little game tag, I think on ESPN on fucking PSN. That used to be Richie V. Rich Vision.
He said all about my riches. My name should be Richard.
"You just a Lil Wayne finesse." Damn, what was that?
I was yawning and
Like a
laughing at the
whale.
same time.
That shit sound like a damn tooth fairy.
Is there anything else NBA related worth talking about?
Anything else football related?
No.
Shout out to the Jets.
Any news on baseball, y'all?
Hell,
Y'all stopped after the
No, I still be watching this
Okay.
shit. It's the White
I
Sox. I
keep
just
up
watch
with
the White
I
Sox.
keep up with the Cubs little race. The Cubs, they be one
They're
game
welcome
back.
I told y'all about my
You go to
favorite.
sleep, that'll be
my
4 games.
favorite
Yeah, they
Twitter
got-
account.
Did they lose last game? They were on the brink of getting swept by the backs.
This is tough, bro. We need somebody on our team who could do this. They got Trunks wearing a Pedro Stojakovic jersey. That is cold to me.
I told y'all about my
I
favorite
love
Twitter
Trunks,
account.
bro. Like if somebody can make me a Vegeta and he's wearing like a fucking Paul George jersey, or that'd be cold. What you say, Mike?
That
I got
MLB,
that in my crib right now. It's good.
Mhm.
Oh, no, that's
they be alright.
I got a little smooth.
They need to make 'em bigger, though.
This is for kids.
MLB home run HR videos about that
I
Twitter
follow
account.
them.
For sure.
That's my favorite count, bro. Because I just be going up, like, I'll scroll through.
That's my
and
favorite.
I
account
just
too.
love hearing the sound off the bat.
That's my favorite
Yeah.
account too. But Oh, it's the
When you
middle.
playing MLB The Show and you hear that sound off the bat, that should be
That
sound.
perfect.
You
sound.
perfect, but it's
fly out.
line out
It's
right to the third
It's the
baseman.
morning, so you don't see it, but like all day, my notification just say, blah, 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 hit a home run.
Mhm.
It still hit a home run. Matt Olson, 50th home run. Boom. Just like,
Mookie Betts up to 39.
Shout out to Mookie, my MVP baby.
I seen Max Muncy with 35. I'm just looking for the highest people I see with it, home runs.
Matt Olson, 50.
Somebody, I think Julio had like 30 or 29. He's at 30.
I
Juan
bought-
Soto at 29.
Yeah, he's not having a great year. I finally bought those MF Doom dunks.
That's amazing.
Finally,
How much
after
was it?
11.
Weren't you looking at them weren't you looking at them in Toronto?
No,
Or was that a different place?
That's an incredible shoe
I just finally said fuck it.
with the little mask on.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit is so cool.
Paid 11 for them. And I might wear them to Houston,
You should.
but they're dunks and highs, and it's gonna be at 90 degrees. I feel like highs don't look good with shorts, so let's see.
Speaking of Houston, so it's gonna be 90 degrees.
Hell yeah,
We got a busy day when we land, so everybody should get some rest. We got to figure out where to go to shop, potentially. I got a place I need you to call.
Oh, okay.
His face always is just like.
Funny. And Austin, you're coming to Houston?
Are you hanging in Houston?
Yeah, you want to come out with us? The first day we land, we going, maybe go shopping, eat. I'm taking a fucking nap, making sure I get some rest. And then at night, we
That's funny. Nothing bad about VR.
I could take a nap after a flight because that first night, for whatever reason, I'll just be like,
I'm up.
yeah,
I'll
make
be
sure I
up.
don't oversleep. Or did I pack everything? So I'm kind of jittery.
We're changing the vlog content too. It's gonna be more fun.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna do a better job of making it more fun. I got some cool ideas.
Yeah, we gotta go in depth too. Like no weird shit, but you might have to let you come in our room and see how. Mike made a face. You know what I'm saying? Get a real behind the scenes look, man. Like
Yeah, when I'm vlogging, I usually do a room tour in every hotel.
and not that you got to do a room tour, but this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing.
I
That's
don't
why
be
we
doing
not
it.
shopping.
I won't be doing shit.
I be in my room.
You better not be on that phone. Better be on that phone. No, let me not.
I be on Twitch. That's when I be tuned in the most.
Derek, where
They say it's favoritism. No, that's just who I love the most.
how was your baby shower, Derek?
It was real good, real fun. Got a lot of gifts.
I think my
Angie
gift
said thank you.
to me.
Yeah.
Why she know what I did?
I guess the registry said your name on it
Oh,
when she was looking.
how many times it popped up? Cause it ain't just once.
I don't know. I think it was like
I take care of my people.
I don't know how many times it was, but she was saying
Nah, I bought a couple things. I just made sure I bought the things that it said. There's a tag on the registry with certain items
yeah.
that I think it says like mother wants or high
yeah.
priority for mother. So I just got those for y'all, man. It ain't
Oh.
shit. Tell her she welcome.
You're
I have to say
amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of people they didn't buy off the registry. They just brought stuff to the.
You have a lot of
baby shower.
dupes.
Yeah, Mike brought.
I did
brought some
not
stuff
check
this
that off the
morning.
registry, by the way.
You good? You bought some? You got diapers.
I think-
Diapers A1.
I think
really
what
know
I
it's
bought
for real.
got delivered or getting delivered. Let me see. I just gotta.
You got the humidifier. I think that's what she said. You got.
I need a
Oh, it's-
humidifier
it's-
my damn self.
I think it's.
You need a humidifier your damn self?
Dude, was you in the party when I sneezed like 10 times?
No.
Literally, I sneezed like 10 times in a row, and that's not like, no, I sneeze a lot, and I feel like that's just like dry
Dirty
air
air.
and also just dust.
Yeah.
So I need something to kind of like keep the air moist
Yep.
and get all that stuff
I
out.
got a humidifier. It's a 3-in-1. Humidifier, diffuser, nightlight, and I got a Hatch rest sound machine. I just try to find things that was expensive for y'all.
Thank you.
Get that off the list. You got two type of people. Look for the cheap shit. Like, oh shit, okay, they got the $5 pacifier. Let me get that. So I'm like, let me be the opposite.
Thank you. I appreciate everything that
Come
y'all
on,
did.
man. Always.
sure, man.
Go without
Everybody
saying
showed
That's
no.
family right there.
John
Exactly.
and Josie, they did a lot. Suzanne and KB did a lot. Mason and Faye came. Huh?
We on your ass because we friends.
Wow.
Yo,
never owned a
yo
Burberry.
fit. He making a joke. That's the baby daddy got to wear a Burberry shirt.
Oh.
Yo pants, I told you was fire. I fucked with him.
Yeah.
Somebody was on Discord. They said I should whoop Darrick ass. It might have been Kyron. I said, why? He said, why the hell his shirt that wrinkled?
Because I didn't bring that shirt.
Oh.
Angie brought that shirt because she wanted to match with me. Because I had left with a green shirt.
Mm-hmm.
KB was there. I had on a green shirt at first. And then she said, I decided to wear a white dress. She was going to wear the green one. So she decided to wear the white one. And I left early because I had to go out west to get the Puerto Rican food.
Yeah.
So then she brought the shirt. And I guess
it was just wrinkled up.
Yeah,
Kyron got some nerve talking about.
No. I'm sorry. It might have been Terrence because whoever said
Kyron got some nerve.
Yeah, it was Terrence or John. They was like, I should be Darrick ass because he had that looking like Kyron. So Kyron ain't say that about himself. But they say his shit was wrinkled like Kyron at the wedding. Bro, Kyron tried to rub on me, and Terrence said he tried to rub them wrinkles off for you.
It's funny. I left the steamer.
There was a steamer, a whole steamer.
I left it there.
Oh, you left it there?
I left the steamer there.
Oh,
that was yours?
Yeah.
But that's why Kyron bogus.
I thought it was in my bag. I guess it wasn't.
You had a whole steamer and iron, and you still said, nah. I'll just be wrinkled.
I had to buy a new steamer, so I won't be wrinkly.
I'm glad everything went well, man. Nobody was acting crazy. You had to put nobody in the headlock. Okay.
Everything was smooth, fun. Games were good.
What type of games did you play?
How many gummy bears were in there?
The gummy bears were 9 something, I think.
9?
Actually, no, I think it was 7 something. I think the honeycomb was 5 something.
Okay.
Bro, that is so deceiving, bro.
How much you thought it was?
I put $250.
Damn. You was way off.
Way off.
Somebody was off by 5, so they won.
Damn.
The honeycomb one, I think someone was off by 9. So
that is crazy. Those things are so deceiving. You don't look. I guess I can't interpret the depth of it.
There's so many, but you also got to think.
What it was in that being a bully.
She.
I'm joking.
No. There was like a one kid that didn't want to share his toys, and Avery was not having the no share thing.
Who else had kids there?
I think that was one of Angie's people. My people.
Was it a lot of kids?
All my kids, all the kids on my side are grown. So.
It was like it was like 3 kids around Avery, 2 other kids around Avery's age.
What was Avery doing?
Just picking up the toys when he was throwing a fit about it. And I was telling him, they're not yours. And she would put them down. But as soon as I left, she picked the bitches right back up.
I love her. Wow. Every time we open up a present. That was amazing.
She got a couple things that I like. She does a lot, and I filmed her doing it. Because eventually she won't be doing those things anymore. And it's so sad to think about. And I just have the memory now.
Yeah.
Like now she'll pick something off the ground. She'd be like, ew. And I had to film that one.
That's genius. Because Ari used to say this shit to Dana that I used to be like, bro, that's just some cute shit. She don't say it no more. She used to say, pick her up me.
Pick her
instead of pick me up, pick her up me.
Yeah.
So
get those moments because it's gonna be gone.
That
like,
shit's so cute when they saying shit wrong. And then they get old and they correct it. And it's like you never hear that again. Seriously.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun seeing kids.
See
my daughter grow up.
I wonder if Avery and even your daughter, I wonder if they, because I don't want to see your daughter's name, I don't know, but I wonder if they're gonna be like their moms. Because Ari is so like Dana that Dana would do some shit to me that I'd be like, this motherfucker here, man. And then 2 minutes later, Ari would do it to Dana, and I'd be like, see, you just did that to me. Now you got to deal with yourself.
My sister and my mom are just alike. They twins, bro.
But I love it because when
I hope Avery's not like her mom.
When Dana do something annoying, and I be like,
you can't see the characteristics now. None. Oh.
Dana like get your Crocs. It's already like, I'm looking for him, girl. I'm like, hell no. Called your ass girl.
No, one thing if my mom would be watching TV or whatever, and I'm calling her for like the kitchen, I'd be like, Mom, and she'll just be looking at the TV, and like she just act like she can't hear me. I'll do that to my sister. I'll be like, Michaela, she gonna act like she just don't hear you, so she don't got to deal with nothing.
Hey, bro. That grinds me. Dana be on the phone looking at TikTok and like, hey. And it's like, bro. Because I can't just watch somebody say something to me, especially something I'm invested in. I'm about to pause it. What, bro? What? Damn, because I got to hear my shit. So, yeah.
My biggest pet peeve is similar to that, where like if I'm talking to you, just acknowledge that I'm saying something. You don't have to have an answer. You can hit me with an okay, a thumbs up, eye contact. Just acknowledge that I'm talking to you. And Suzanne would have a lot of times I'm like, bro, you trying me today, bro. You really are.
So you be talking, she be like this?
Literally. I'll be talking like so we going through all this contract shit. I'll be telling her a story about what happened in the meeting or whatever, and I know she's there and she's listening. I'll tell the whole story and not get a peep. Like, damn, can I get something? This is your livelihood too, motherfucker. You don't work. So this is important to you. Nothing. Or I would call her and she in the living room, I'm in the kitchen making some dinner. You want me to add some chili flakes to this? You want it to be spicy? You want this to be spicy? And I would walk to the living room and have to look on her face. Do you want this to be spicy?
What she say? She like, oh, I ain't hear you, or she just...
She don't acknowledge the fact that she didn't do anything. I'm like, bro, bet.
Who are y'all more like, y'all mom or y'all dad?
I'm more like my dad.
I'm
more like my dad.
Like
for sure.
I'm more in that laid back, more like my dad.
It's low key scary how close I am to my dad. Like, it's shit that like I had noticed he would do, or just like his tendencies. That is one thing. But it's just like, it's shit that's like, that's some shit my dad would literally do.
So you be doing shit like, I feel like
a little bit. A little bit.
Same. Yeah. I'm so like both of them though. I'm like 50-50. It's scary.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more like 75% my dad in terms of like, I don't know. I just feel like I do like same like a little bit mannerisms. Like I feel like we have kind of a little bit of the same personality, but like in the grand scheme of thing, I feel like my brain is more so my mom's.
That's because you grew up with your dad.
That's a great thing.
In the house.
I grew up with both my parents.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
I didn't grow up with my dad, but
you act like that's. I'm saying that like for me, it's harder to like be like my dad because the first 14 years of my life I was only with my mom.
Right.
So like the things that I picked up from my dad
but
on the
day to day.
No, not saying that he was. I'm not saying he was absent. Yeah, he wasn't absent. He was very much involved, but on a day-to-day basis, I'm with my mom 90% of the time.
The thing about me and my dad and the similarities, I don't see them until somebody point it out. So I'll say something and Dana be like, "You just like your dad. You sound just like your dad." And I'd be like, "Damn, I did just sound like my dad." But I tell my dad.
No, and when we were at Mike's house for the Bears game, when you were talking to EJ, when you get off the phone, you're like, "All right, Charlie, I'm about to watch this Bears game. I'll call you later." I'm like, that's his dad. That's literally his dad. All right, Charlie. That's all he. All right, Charlie.
Yeah, like when I saw Pierre dad at the wedding, he said, "That tight ass, what's up, D-Man? Is that tight ass suit?" And I was like, that is Pierre. Like Pierre would say that the first time he see you, even if your suit not tight, he just gonna say it.
He gonna crack a joke.
But this is the thing I was telling them that I'm not sure if you was in the party. I talked to my dad. We be talking about the podcast. He like, "Man, I just love what y'all do, man. I love it. I just wish you tone it down a little bit, man." I'm like, what you mean? Like, you be going too hard on Mike and Darrick if they don't know college or some shit. And I'm like, bro, I couldn't believe he was saying this. You have to see him, bro. KB can attest. He would go crazy about the simplest shit. I think part of that is in me.
It's from you? Is
subconsciously
Yeah.
from him. So for him to say that, I'm like, bro, do you hear yourself? He will call me and tell me that EJ don't know some shit. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? We got an inside joke. My brother Bub didn't know that JJ Redick was white. He thought JJ Redick was black.
I remember that one.
This is my dad used to just quiz people all day. I know part of what I know because that's how my dad used to be. What college you went to? And then I just took that shit and ran with it.
Hey.
He must have stumped. Him and my brother LaShawn got me a couple times. Said, "You know that Cam Newton?" All right, hold up.
Hey,
locked in.
Look where it got you now.
Yeah, it was just surprising to him say that. You like your mom?
I would say I'm more like my dad in the sense of personality.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I do have my mom's like love, affection type of thing, where like she could be attached to someone who's probably not good for her, and like I think it's hard for us to step away from certain situations. I think we both share that.
Okay.
Maybe I learned that from her, but for the most part, personality wise, I'm definitely more like laid back and chill and reserved like my dad. Like I'm not confrontational.
Is your dad a bigger dude?
No, he's shorter than me. But like,
because that's one thing I say. People lucky you how you are. You big ass dude. Imagine if D Mills was that rah shit. A lot of people had some fucked up injuries.
I've never been a rah dude.
Nah, you haven't.
Like
not since I've known you.
It takes a lot to get me to that level.
I've never seen it. I don't know what it would take. Granted, we all friends amongst each other, so it ain't like we just out in the open world every day getting into it with people. But
yeah, Like if you bump into me in public, I'm not the dude that's gonna be like, hey bro, watch where the fuck you going.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, whatever. Like I'm gonna just keep going.
Same.
Some people, if you accidentally bump into them,
It's a whole other.
Yeah, it's a whole
they
different-
ready to put their life on the line.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
yeah.
I'm gonna definitely react like, damn, I ain't see where the fuck he was going.
But like I'm not.
I'm
gonna
definitely
start
gonna
a fight.
complain about it in the car. That's it.
It's people who start whole fights.
I
over just
remember
little
this
shit
was like
that.
this during high school. They had got off the bus. Everybody got off the bus. These two dudes start fighting. He's like, bro, I heard you was messing around with my sister. Like, I'm trying to fight you. And dude straight up said, like,
Messing around with his sister, how?
I don't know. I guess he heard some shit because he didn't even know. Because dude responded to him. He said,
Like picking on his sister, or they was
not
going
pick.
together?
I think
Because nigga,
it wasn't picking on his sister. I think they was like
if they was going together, you need to talk to your sister.
I think it was like they was going together. They had some
Oh
shit.
yeah, you finna fight.
They
You
had
finna
some
fight
shit
your
going.
sister
Dude was
boyfriend
like-
and go home, and your sister not gonna like you.
The dude said like, I don't know what. Like I don't even know your sister. Like this some shit he heard.
Wow. That's
And
Yeah.
dude said back to him, I don't care. I want to fight.
What?
He said, I don't care.
yeah, he
fight
just-
me.
he just
I
made
said,
he just
bro,
made it
y'all
He just wanted to
tweaking,
fight,
He was on the
bro.
D'Angelo
Yeah.
time. D'Angelo was like, I've been waiting to fight somebody. Like,
He fought somebody,
He
too.
did fight somebody, but like, nobody should be waiting
Waiting
to fight.
Yeah.
Waiting for the one.
Bro, what's
moment.
going on at home, man? Talk to me, bro.
He won the
Talk
fight,
to
I
me.
guess.
Are
So
y'all
he was
affec-
ready.
Are y'all affectionate in your relationship?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Are you more affectionate than your partner?
no.
I feel like it's pretty equal.
What
Yeah.
what is it? Term? What is it? What is it?
Love
Fuck.
language.
My love language is not touch. Leave
Yeah,
me
I'm
the
like
fuck
the op-
alone.
I'm like
bro.
the
Do not-
opposite.
I'm
do
the
not-
opposite.
I'm
I'm
the
not
opposite.
as touch.
Me too.
See,
If
I
you play with
don't
my
like-
beard a little bit,
That's
it's
it. He boing. Like even small stuff like caressing leg. I'm like, bro, please.
See, some of that stuff I'm very ticklish. So I'd rather prefer me doing it to you than it's like you doing it to
Same.
me.
Bro, I reciprocate the love language, right? Yes. So if her love language is touch, which it is, I will provide that. But like, I don't want it to be reciprocated. That's not my love language.
Yeah, I think it's also shined. It's like frowned upon for a man's love language to be touch.
For no reason.
It seems like if you do say that, that means you only want sex. Like you can't be someone who likes to be cuddled or rubbed on and stuff like that. Like I don't know.
I do
In
enjoy
society,
being
it's-
little spoon though. When we go on, I can do a little spoon. It don't happen
Yeah.
often, but little spoon is kind of clutch when you
I
do
think
it.
I'm different in that sense. Like in bed, I like to sleep on my own side.
That's me.
That's how Dana is.
Yeah,
I like to sleep on my own side.
I think that's bad. I think that's a fairy tale. I think I used to like that when I got in a real relationship.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, man, I would cuddle with my girl. When it's time to go to sleep,
It be
is.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's just like I
You
move a
can't
lot.
sleep
I move
like
around.
this.
Yeah, no.
I move around a lot in my
Me
sleep,
too.
so I be needing space.
Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah.
fall asleep, cuddle, and I wake up. I'm on the other side of the bed.
Facts. That's how I like to be. Like we can lay together, watch TV or whatever. But when it's
When
time
I'm
to
going
go
to bed,
sleep,
I be moving to
Yeah.
my side.
yeah, I need to get on my side.
Y'all share a blanket or y'all have two different blankets?
Gotta share.
Yeah,
a blanket.
share.
Gotta share a blanket. I'm a 30-year-old
How
man.
you supposed to touch her if you?
I'm 28. I'm finna be 30.
I have a hella blankets in my bed. Like I did have like 4 on my
I
bed.
mean,
How?
you
He's a twin.
Yeah, you don't.
I have a queen. But anyways,
You don't fold your shit up and put it away.
but it was one time I was asleep and it was like the middle of the night. And like I said, we have 2 blankets, right? I had to
Bro,
look.
you just remind me of saying that. I'm sorry to cut you off. And I
said, "Fuck your
I meant
story."
to ask this to y'all at the end, and even KB, bro. This is what having a girlfriend is like, bro. We first move in. I'm telling you, I'm getting this king. Bedroom big. Let's get a king. I buy the king. She keep. I think we should do a queen, man. The king may take up too much space. I said, okay, man. Okay, fuck it. Cancel the order. Can't cancel the order.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't cancel the order. The king came. I put the king in the front room. I said, you want a queen? You want a queen, though. I'm going to take this big ass king, my damn self, take it back outside for them to come get, and I'm shipping it back. The queen comes. We build the queen.
A queen is kind of small, bro.
What's the first thing
It's
she
small.
says?
It's small.
We should have got the king.
I was
I
there.
had a very similar situation when I was moving in. Angie was like so content on getting a queen because she said,
I almost broke the TV remote.
I can't. Y'all are tall, bro. Yeah,
I feel like
y'all are
I'm
tall
max.
on the
I have a
side.
queen, and I feel like I'm max on that. Like
Yeah.
I have a little bit of more room on
I
it.
think they're the same length, but a king is wider.
I think
So
I think
that's
he's right. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he's right.
That's why I was telling her like the bed will fit in the room. Like they're the same length. There's nothing different, and we have way more than enough room for the width to go in.
Right.
And like she was like, She was so like, no, I think we need to get a queen. But then once we got the
Same
king,
shit, bro.
she was like, oh, it fits.
Yes,
I was like, I told you. I was like,
Well,
I
we
could
knew
look
it was
at
gonna fit. She was just saying it was gonna take up most of the room.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
what
was
she was
like,
telling
I was
me.
like, bro, what the fuck we need bedroom for? what we need it for?
That's
What we
a
finna be
very
doing?
valid question, though. You
These
go
bitch
to that
shots
room
sliding.
to sleep.
For real.
We just need dresses, the bed, and a TV.
That's it.
The closet
we-
space got all the clothes and
For real,
everything.
we got 3 bedrooms. I got an office. Ari got a room. We got a room. So it's like you want to do some makeup shit. We got 2 bathrooms. We got a whole other bathroom to do that. If you need extra closet space, Ari closes this bed. You take some of her closet. I got a closet in my office. Like, it's more than enough space. We don't need a whole bunch of bedroom. Motherfucker ain't finna be in here doing yoga.
That's such a crazy answer. We don't need a bunch of bedrooms.
I'm just saying, like, you come in here to, like you said, lay down, sleep, watch TV, change your clothes, and that's it.
Yeah.
We're not in this motherfucker
Footwork, and we ain't in that bitch stretching.
doing Tae-Bo in the morning. Like, hell no. But I couldn't believe that shit. That shit right there was just like,
No, that
bro,
would have made me. I want to get a king too. Whenever I do, like, get a bigger place.
I need a kid. I broke our bed.
Damn, what you was doing on it?
She came in the room and she was trying on like these pants, and I always act like it ain't nothing. And then I just grabbed some ass.
That broke the
She
bed.
knew it was coming, and I tried to jump across the bed, and I landed and don't. She's like, you done broke the bed. And I was like, good thing it's a bed. It's nothing happened. It just broke.
And this
You
my
probably just
thing
need a new
too.
bed frame, not a whole.
That
like,
motherfucker, like the
Dude.
leg at the back.
Yeah.
Something
I
like
think something like that happened to ours too.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
It's off Wayfair,
I sleep on the comforter.
Yep.
Now
I don't
every-
sleep
but every
underneath
time when
it.
I'm on that bed.
You sleep
the
on the
neighbors probably
comforter.
know
I
what's
sleep
going
on the comforter. I sleep on the comforter, and then I just have, like I said, I have a blanket or I have whatever amount of blankets on my bed. I'll use that to cover myself.
We need to address you.
I
How
don't
you and your girl got 2 different blankets in that bed?
Because I said I don't sleep underneath the comforter like that.
So how? Okay, so wait.
So she lays under the comforter,
she's
but you
under
lay
the
on
comforter,
top of
but
it.
on top of it.
We have slept like that.
Right, she's super restricted.
We have slept like that before, but no, we usually she has like her own blanket, and I usually have mine. But we have a big
So you
like we
willing
have
to
a
give
king
her a
size
key to your
blanket.
apartment, but you can't share a comforter. I mean, you can't share a blanket with her.
I do. I'm saying when I go to bed, usually I have my blanket.
That's crazy. That's a lot of
Bro,
fucking
no,
blankets.
listen.
That's why y'all be so hot.
No, I be hot underneath that comforter. That's why I don't be under there. And like this is when I sleep, I'm the type that have one of my feet is kind of hanging out the blanket. One of my arm might be hanging out because it's just like I get hot way too quick underneath the blanket.
I'm different.
But
I
one-
be-
nothing
I be
like when
under
you-
that motherfucker.
Yeah,
wrapped.
same. Ain't nothing like when
It
you
be
a-
65 in the house. I'll be
For real.
right
Yeah,
under the
be-
blanket.
Bro, it was
nice.
cold as hell in my house, and like I
Being
said, we
under
had
the
2
same
blankets. I
blanket
got the
just-
little one too.
yeah.
I got the little one. That motherfucker is like a throw. I'm sleeping on it. She got a big ass blanket. It's like 2 a.m. I just know I woke up. I was a little bit cold. Next thing I know, she snatched that motherfucker off me. I had no blanket. I just got underneath the comforter.
Yeah, my girl push and pull all day with the cover and wake up and be like, "What? Why did you sleep like that? You had no cover. You had to be cold." Oh yeah, motherfucker took it from me. But you gotta sleep under the same.
Y'all
cover.
sleep wall side? Or if y'all have the wall on your thing.
We don't have
Yeah.
a wall.
Do you have the wall under by yours? You sleep wall side?
And then on her side is the dresser.
Wall side is elite, by the way.
It
I
is.
fucking love
It
wall
is.
side.
What's
We
technically
just don't
wall
have
side?
it.
But my bed isn't
So
touching the wall.
say we had a bed in say we had a bed in here and it's right in here, but wall side would be whatever side.
Yeah, so if the bed was facing this way, you would sleep on this side because
Yeah.
that's the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the middle of the room.
So,
So you don't
ours
have a
is in the
wall.
middle, too.
You don't have a
Yeah.
wall side. Then, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the middle.
Because like the man is supposed to lay in between the girl and the door.
I lay next to the door.
Yeah.
I want-
Our door is straight ahead, so we
I lay on the side with the
no
gun.
way for us to be on the side of the door.
You could just switch
I
the
got
gun.
the gun under my pillow.
No, I can't. It's in a safe.
Oh.
It's a full safe.
I sleep with the gun under my pillow. Be like this. The motherfucker cover the door. What you want? Because I sleep with my hand on the pillow. What did you want?
Sleeping with the gun under the pillow sounds.
That's what they did in
Dangerous.
That's what they did in Harlem Nights.
The chick that got into the White Sox game with it under her.
Oh,
That's crazy.
You been through some shit like that yet, Mike, in your relationship? I know y'all a little bit newer.
Wait, what you mean?
Whereas like you wanted that king, she just knew it was a queen, and then you get the queen, and she like, we should have got the king. I know
Not
baby, I've been
really.
through that.
100 times.
Not really. It's probably been something like
KB
that.
said we have to get the Tesla.
Oh, that
She said
nature,
no,
not that
no, we do
magnitude.
not need a Tesla.
that how
she
that
in
went?
motherfucker-
It usually be the other side,
I was
honestly.
curious if she wanted the Tesla or not.
No, she had a Dodge
She had that
Journey
big
or
ass,
something.
that big ass truck.
How so with food in y'all fridge, I feel like I for me, I just like if I for one not go eat it, it's probably
It's
getting thrown
the
away.
extra episode.
Facts,
Might have to just cut it.
That's
Get the
fine.
audio.
That's
It's
fine.
either if I'm not gonna eat it, I'm just throwing it away. Like some old leftovers. It's like
Yep.
you try to fake believe you're gonna eat it, and I'm throwing it away. And two, it's just
It's a
like
Jersey Mike sandwich in my refrigerator that I knew Dana wasn't gonna eat.
Bro,
that's one of my pet peeves. And
Yeah.
also, I'm
Andy
not.
does it too.
It's also on me because I don't know. It's more so a feel thing. Like for milk, almond milk or whatever, like stuff that expires. I usually I go off a feel type of thing. If that shit been in there for a minute, I'm probably like,
Why, nigga?
It tells you. you
But
have to
I
worry
don't
about
know.
shit.
And
You don't have
she
to
be
do
like,
that.
nah, it's still good. It's still
She's
good.
right.
It's still.
I'm team her.
We had some bacon. He was some bacon in there. I was like, that motherfucker been in there for a minute. Like we should probably throw it away. She's like, it's not.
Was
it's
it
not
properly stored?
Yeah, it was. It
Oh,
was
then
doing
she's
its thing.
right.
She's like, it's not slimy. It's not nothing. I'm like, I probably would have threw that shit away.
Trust her on this. That's
Yeah.
something. Don't
yeah,
even worry
bacon
about
is
it.
easy to tell if it's bad or not.
Yeah,
it's like slimy. It has
You
maybe
crazy
has
for the
smell.
milk?
The smell would be different. Yeah.
Milk is the easiest. It has a
It
date.
bumps, and it has a.
And you know
but it
what?
has a
I be,
date.
And you can go a couple days after
I
that
be
if you really
scared.
want.
I be scared. I be.
I'm
'cause
with
like,
you.
even if it's past the day, it's like you can still drink it. Obviously,
I'm with you, but when that shit's hit the date, or if it's too close, like bread.
but I do like almond milk though
What's
too
today?
though because
Today
it lasts
is
a lot longer than
it's the
regular milk.
12th. If that bread said it expires on the 11th and it's a 12th, that bread going to go.
Really? Okay, I can do bread because you can see bad bread.
Mhm.
It'll be
Yeah,
moldy. Yeah.
I don't know-
I do that with like the produce, or not the produce, but the poultry and stuff. Like if a
Yeah.
chicken is on the date, either we making this tonight or it's going in the garbage. Like
Yeah.
that's it. So
But yeah, let that,
Organic fruit goes bad very fast.
you better eat that shit today.
Like if you buy some organic apples, you probably not gonna make it through that whole batch.
no, for real. That's
Yeah.
why when I go to the market, I buy like 3 to 4.
Yeah,
because
facts.
I
That's
bought
what
a bunch at the first time. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
That's what I did. I bought a bunch, and I'm
Even
like,
a 3 or 4 ain't survived this past week. Them bitches finna go in the garbage today. I try to empty out my refrigerator weekly, like every Monday or Tuesday, because I don't play that shit, bro.
Do the bananas, man. I made some banana bread
I don't
yesterday
play that
because
shit.
we
I'm
had
allergic.
some,
They was all black and brown.
they were overripe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's just make
that's
some
the
banana
ones
bread.
you need for that banana pudding.
And the banana bread is magnificent.
Is it?
No recipe, motherfucker. I test. Eyeballing
That's what's up.
the ingredients.
That's so hard to do with bacon.
I'm making some chicken.
I was prepared for it not to rise
I'm
for
making
sure.
some chicken. Some chicken
That's what
tacos
she
tonight.
You said you're making some what tacos?
Chicken tacos.
Chicken
Okay.
taco.
Okay.
Got to stop and give me some cilantro.
Okay.
I love cilantro, bro. Cilantro is fucking
Cilantro
immaculate.
lime rice.
Oh man, that too. But just
You
cilantro.
made some of that for my people, right? And they
Yeah.
was in love with that cilantro line.
That's the
It's
shit that be
crazy.
at Chipotle.
Yeah,
don't
it's
it?
crazy. Suzanne and Angie loved
But you
it, and
made
then I
it.
didn't like it.
You made it a
That's how I
different
felt
way.
all
I
the
make my shit out of the box.
Oh no, I made.
You made white rice and turned it into
Yeah.
yeah. That's what's up.
Elite. What did I make? I made sweet and sour chicken 2 nights ago.
What is that? How you do that?
Make the chicken. Well, we get the chicken breast, cube up the chicken, fry the chicken, make the rice in the
How do
rice
you fry
cooker.
it?
on a cast iron.
Yeah, cast iron pan.
Oh, I didn't know if you air fried it. Or...
Oh no, I cast iron fry because we have an air fryer, but it don't hit the same as the actual
The
grease
cast
and
iron?
stuff.
The
Cast
cast
iron
iron. The
should go.
cast iron is goaded.
It really is.
legitimately.
And then I found a recipe for the sauce, so I made the sauce. Boom, boom, put it over it. Was
Yeah, some
a
rice with
solid
it.
6.5 out of 10.
Rice with it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure,
Some
Bro.
veggies too.
for sure.
Rice is a goated. Like I get some good
Yeah.
chicken.
I'm
and
still
you
trying to
rice
put on
top-
weight, so
yeah,
rice is
chicken on
like
top of the rice.
damn near everyday type thing.
I want to learn how to make a mean chicken and rice dish. Sometimes people they'll get the chicken and they'll cook it above the rice, and then the juices from the chicken will drip down into the rice, and it's like the chicken.
You on some Jamie shit? That's some shit. My mama.
Oh
did.
yeah, I want to learn how to do that shit.
My mama used to do this thing when she make this chicken and it got like cream of chicken on it.
Oh yeah,
And she lay that shit across the chicken. Oh man,
I'm starting to do
I'm
one
gonna get my
pot
girl to
shit.
cook some shit
it ain't
tonight.
fried though. It's like grilled,
yeah,
but it got that cream of chicken on top of it with that rice. And my mama cooked the rice in chicken broth.
yeah. Oh man,
Oh, Lord have mercy. You ain't had rice until you had white rice cooked in chicken broth, not water, but chicken broth. It make
yeah.
that
I don't
rice.
cook my rice in water no
Same.
more. I
That
cook
shit
it in
make
chicken
it
broth.
so
Same.
flavorful, bro.
Yes, bro.
Oh my god, it make it a little bit more sticky, more.
Yeah.
It got some oof to it.
And then getting a rice cooker too. Rice cookers are like,
He was just talking about Indian food. He said he wants some Indian food now.
oh
He was saying it was underrated or something.
yeah, because Mike was telling me how
My girl was talking about
recently
she wanted to
had
get some yesterday, but I think it was just a bad day
Are y'all
yesterday.
going to that place today?
I don't think so. We're gonna save it, but we're gonna like. I told her what you said, and she's like, "We gotta go."
They want to go to that place I was telling you to go.
You never told me about it. You never told me the name of it.
I told you to go. It's in Oakbrook.
No.
The fancy place. You went
Oh,
with Andy.
yeah, I did go. Yeah. I thought you were about the place you went to recently where the fan said D-Mills were like this.
Oh, no. I know you ain't go there yet, but
I know which one you're talking about.
how you vouch for that for him?
You got to get the French dip.
French dip.
That's what I told you.
That's
It's
the
good.
same thing you had the sandwich?
Yep.
Okay, bet.
What is it called? It ain't called French dip there.
I don't know what it's called, but I
But
know
it got like the.
I know like national, like worldwide, it's called the French dip, but I don't know what they call it there.
They gotta get the ajus. How you say
Au
that? Au.
Yeah, my girl, she like going places or like even when like a drink she gets at the bar, she's gonna get it for the aesthetic rather than what it is.
That place is full of.
She's like,
aesthetic.
she's like, I don't even care if the food's bad. I just want to go for the vibe.
I literally got a mimosa
At
there.
that place.
Yeah.
I got a
that place is
mimosa
all
there.
aesthetic.
You
It
do?
was just, and I like if I don't really like the drinks, I'll just order a mimosa.
Mhm.
They're so simple and so easy. It's just orange juice and champagne. So like it's hard to mess that
You know,
up.
since that day we met the Jack Daniels ambassador, that's all I be getting.
Yeah.
Nah, I be getting crowned too.
Let me get a Jack and Coke. Damn, Mike, we just landed.
Mike drink Jack straight too.
We finna go shopping. He at the hotel
On the
bar.
rocks.
Jack.
I cannot drink dark liquor on the rocks, bro. I can't drink.
He'd
no-
get Jack at the strip club if they bring it.
I
sure.
would.
I need a tequila at the club.
Tequila, reposado. I think that's a wrap, fellas.
Yeah,
He gotta
Kibby
get
got
his
his
haircut.
haircut. He got
Nice.
5 minutes to get there.
No, I rescheduled it for a couple more minutes.
bet.
Leave a like, subscribe. We'll see y'all in Houston, tcwtour.com. Don't expect an episode if you're not in Houston, but we will drop that as always. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Peace.